This episode was recorded via Skype for reasons that are explained in the actual video. We tested everything beforehand and we did everything right. And by everything, I mean almost everything, because one thing we didn't do is actually test the video and see what it looks like once it's recorded. We just went by what the screen showed at the time. And by we, I mean me, which of course means that Trey will never let me hear the end of this. Anyway, with that in mind, enjoy the episode.
Wait, where'd it go? There it is. There you go.
Bam. Okay, now we're good. Party people in the place to be. It's me. I am David Bann, and I am here with my friend, my man, Matt. He is under the 007. So this is the Matt Trey podcast.
Whoa.
Why are you talking, dude? You're the extra here.
The extra what? The extra help. That's the last.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
Yeah. The extra what? Told you, the extra help.
Yeah. So why are you speaking? Like, I don't understand. You're like...
You're just here to fetch me a drink, give me some food a little bit.
That's right. That's exactly what you're there for. So if you do it in mind, when he says the word, hit it!
How did we even get here? Because I swear I don't recognize shit here.
You get the drinks. You get the snacks. How's that?
I got your snack hanging. That ain't much of a snack.
Nah, more like a miniature.
I got your snack swinging.
Maybe like a fruit snack. Like, them little tiny Welch's fruit snacks.
Listen, just because I live in Long Beach doesn't mean... Well, I mean, it does. But it doesn't. But
it does. No, it does.
It does. Yeah, I think I see some style there. So...
This is a birthday present. Actually, Christmas present. Yeah, it was a Christmas present. Shouts to her.
From her or no?
Huh?
From the girl, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any names because nobody's guessed it yet, so I'm going to wait until they guess it, and then I'll say it. But I post it every now and again on my my story just to mess with people. They're always like, who? Oh, so we're not going to notice the boobs? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Trey's life is a little...
What, Brent?
Infuriating. What?
Yeah, because I was sick.
Yes, that's why it's infuriating. Yes.
It's not.
Everyone's life is better than yours.
No, that's fair. That is a fair assessment. But mine is really not that. It's really nothing going on here. By the way, me and my Bigo friend are friends now. Like, we chop it up regularly.
Oh, good.
She wants another reaction video from us, by the way.
Good.
Got a lot of views on her TikTok.
How many tickets to Arizona have you bought already?
14 and a half.
How many times have you gone to TripAdvisor and looked up the flight schedules?
I did the first night, and second night I was sick, so it was over by that point. I just gave it up. I was like, you know what? But now that I'm healthy again, I'm right back at it. I'm prepping my car. I'm getting it ready, tuned up. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing healthy about you.
I don't know. I feel pretty good. Man. I'm feeling good, Brent. See these eyes? I'm bright again. Last week, you wouldn't have been able to... I was hiding my eyebrows. I don't even know. Look at that. This is what the people come for. This is why they're here. What am I doing? My bad.
Where do you get those done at?
Your living room. It's your business, ain't it?
Because those look like they've been waxed and like
honestly
and fucked and shit.
All jokes aside, I hear that from every woman that ever meets me ever. They're like, "Yo, where do you get your eyebrows done?" I'm like, "Take it easy, relax, okay."
Those I've never noticed.
You never really paid attention to them
because I refuse to look at your face. But those
sexy, I know.
Those are pretty
immaculate,
symmetrical eyebrows.
Yeah, they're legendary. It's gonna be sad when I get old and they start getting thin.
Like mine don't grow like that. Like I have one of them has a little tuft that grows out.
A little out spot.
Little grows out a little bit.
So you actually have to do work on yours.
I do.
Yeah, no, I wake up like this.
If I pay attention, I do.
No, this is just me waking up. I just wake up like this. Literally, my baby photo when I still look like an Asian kid, it looks just like this. Just I'm very, very light.
Don't ever say I woke up like this to me ever again.
I woke up like this. I can't remember the rest of it.
So we're here.
Intro.
We're here doing this. We're here doing this a different way this week, everybody, for a couple of different reasons. One, Trey. Trey. What were you
How would
gonna
I
say?
describe it? I would say I had the death for about a week and a half. It wasn't Corona. I got 2 negative tests, so it wasn't Corona, but it was at least the flu, and it was brutal. Took me out of work for a week and took me off the podcast. Luckily, we had 1 episode in the tuck, so that was cool. And so we didn't miss anything. But yeah, that was brutal up until about a day and a half ago. I was like, oh, me, ouch. Oh, my body's still sore though. That still sucks.
So if you wanted to send donations to the Help Trey Get Better Fund, you can go to onlyfans.com/getherepod or patreon.com/getherepod.
You can send it to Patreon, but if you send it to OnlyFans, you're just supporting Brent. We know
we have an OnlyFans. We have an OnlyFans. I don't know why.
I don't know what kind of stripper things you're doing on OnlyFans. I'm not there. Whatever kind of feet pics and tummy rolls you're doing, that has nothing to do with me.
Already forgot. Listen, the OnlyFans revolution is taking off without you. We started it. Nessa from Bernie Mac Show, she's continuing it. Did you forget last week when I gave her the good vibes only for starting her own Thug Thizzle?
First of all, her name is not Nessa. You're setting us back at least 20 years with these comments. So I'm going to just change my background.
You're right.
We're now back 20 years because of you. See this? I'm back in paint because of you and your ridiculous statements.
That's 25.
This is at least 20. Isn't that crazy? That's 25 now?
That is.
Why would you say that?
Because that's trying to hurt us all.
Were you trying to hurt us all?
Is just
this is 98. Whatever. Like 98, 90. Ooh, that's messy. I don't like that at all.
Right.
Now I got to take it off. Now I feel old. Kids don't even know what this background is.
Right. They have no idea what clip art is at all.
No, at all.
By
the way, I thought I was going to be a professional with this. I was like, I'm getting paid for this one day.
They have no idea what MS Paint is.
Oh my God, I forgot about that one. Oh man, that's crazy.
Shit, man.
No, they don't.
They don't know anything.
They don't know shit.
You don't know nothing. All right, so introduce your man. Give him a proper intro.
Also, this is what I've been trying to do for the last 15 minutes.
You're doing a bad job.
About your fucking eyebrows and shit.
They're beautiful. Look at wait. Before you introduce them, let me show them one more time because I think the people.
Wow, nice eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. Thank you. That Matt, my man Matt. I appreciate you.
Well, he's sitting there.
I'm looking to sell my unibrow. Freaking, AD, Aaron, Anthony Davis, but whatever.
There you go.
I'd grow one if I could, but I can't. It just grows like this. I just wake up like this, unfortunately.
Actually, my barber trimmed my last couple weeks ago. I went to the barber shop. They're like, "Oh, you got a unibrow." I'm trim that. I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Oh, unibrow."
There you go. You're supposed to pluck it.
I'm not gonna say just pluck it one by one.
I don't want to pluck my hair, dude. This sounds creepy.
You're supposed to. Anyway,
I know.
This is my homeboy Matt. Matt comes to us as he's essentially here as a direct rebuttal to our other homeboy Nikki, who was here, the last guest that we had on the show.
Here's my thing, though, right? I've known this guy longer than he's known Nikki, and he got Nikki on before me.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
With this right now, so I'm not gonna lie.
As a matter of fact, Matt, I asked him, did he have anyone that he could bring on the show, and he told me no. That's what he told me.
He brought Nikki first.
And he proceeded to have Nikki the next week, by the way. We had the combo. And then he was like, all right, Nikki's here. I got one friend. That's what he told me. He said, I have one friend.
Yeah, so I hear about Nikki texting me. He goes, oh, he's on Brent's podcast. I'm like, how are you on Brent's podcast for me?
Well, I always thought that you were this shy, wilting butterfly. I never thought that you...
I mean, I can be, but if you put me in front of people to talk, I can talk.
Hey, hold on. Here's why. Because I've been to Foxfire with you, sir. And at Foxfire, you were holding up the wall, good sir, on your birthday, good sir.
Well, he was probably holding up the wall because he was having a good birthday.
Well, the fact that you fed me how many weeks before that in the first place...
Oh, as many as we could.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good birthday. He was vibing.
Is that not supposed to loosen you up, though?
I mean, it's supposed to, but what? Maybe he was having a good time. He was in his vibe. Y'all got him in his bag, and he was just chilling. He was holding the wall because he was relaxing. Like, man, I feel good now. I'm trying to press my man. Also, be better with your intro. That intro was trash. I gave him the same intro, and I don't know the guy. My intro was better, as a matter of fact. You suck. Introduce your friend again. Do that better. You're the worst. Go ahead. Try again. Take 2. Go ahead. The people are waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt.
Thank you, sir.
That was actually a lot better. Because it's been used. That's a time-tested classic right there. You cannot lose with that intro. It'll always work. I actually used to do that at open mics a lot. When I would introduce people, like, ladies and gentlemen, Brent. And I'll just walk over. Everybody's like, yeah. When Brent was there, just be like, ooh.
Yeah, how dare you?
Do something.
They normally said bathroom break. I would hear that in the back when Brent would come on.
I'm not a Divas match. How dare you?
That's disrespectful. You just set us back again. Oh, man.
Hey, come on now, man. We're just watching, some Sasha Banks. They still doing that.
Jesus, he just set us back.
She just said she wasn't a diva.
I know, but
that's about the time period.
There you go, yeah.
As he sips from his titty cup.
I know. I was thinking that.
Right?
Yeah. As soon as I did it, I was like, damn it, I'm not helping either.
Nope.
But I didn't make this. A female made this. This is not my fault. Oh, it blends. Oh.
It does blend in, actually, yeah.
I forgot. Oh.
You can't see that, actually, yeah.
Camouflage.
You see, my brother, that wouldn't happen if you had a chocolate sister on that cup. You see, my brother, you're sitting there with the milky white tits on that porcelain cup, my brother.
What tits?
Oh, my brother. You don't understand. We don't blend in with the snow. We contrast with the snow because we're better than the snow. If you hear me.
Hold on. Bathroom break.
How dare you? So, Maddie, you want to tell the how do we even get here, what brought you here in the first place? Nick, you had some rebuttals from our boy Nicky.
I don't have any rebuttals to Nicky because, Nicky's my boy. We go back. But, my thing is this. Nicky's trying to act like the Foxfire deal was a whole setup. Okay? We went, the first time the Foxfire was one of our other buddies who we had his blood feud with for a while.
Hold on. First and foremost, there may be some people who haven't heard the last episode. Foxfire.
I was going to say, make sure you tag the episode with Nikki in this comment section too later so they know.
Yeah. Foxfire was a cougar bar in Orange County, and it was strictly known as a cougar bar in Orange County. Now, apparently, I wasn't there for the first Foxfire get together.
The first one was the legendary one. That was
please tell us a little bit about the first Foxfire.
The first Foxfire trip we went the first year happened because with my buddy, one of my boys, we found the bar one night in OC trying to find supposed to go to. We got in line, and we're waiting in line. The bouncer walks up and goes, "Hey guys, you need a collared shirt for entrance." We're like, "Are you serious?" The cougar bar basically to dive.
Yeah.
But all right, maybe it's a little upscale, so whatever. So, in my boy's car.
Well, they're cougars, but they're classy cougars.
Classy cougars. OC classy cougars, all right? Whatever.
There it is.
Thank you up.
So, we get in my boy's car, and we're like, we need to find a Target or a Walmart to go to the shirts. So we run to the Walmart on the other street, walk in.
Walmart,
yeah.
You got in with Walmart collared shirts?
Some cheap, hey, man, they don't care if it's cheap collared shirts, whatever. Collared shirts are collared shirts in this place, man.
Clearly.
Having to leave to go to Walmart to get back in the bar is crazy.
Yeah.
I said having to leave to get into the bar with a collared shirt is crazy.
Yeah,
like to go buy one is nuts. I've never done
it. It was our first time going.
That's hilarious.
So we get in the bar, and like they said, it's an experience. Because there's the bar when you walk in and everything else. And we're sitting there, we're just like, what did we fucking walk into? Because they said they had a live band playing music, no DJ. Live band playing, the stuff from the 2000s. And we're looking around, we're seeing girls our age actually in the bar too, even. We're surprised. But then, of course, you go deeper in the bar, that's where you see all the older ladies at that point in time. So we ain't talking about the first time.
So you went deeper with the old ladies?
Not deeper as much. Because we were there for a bit, we got some drinks. Yeah, not yet.
See what you did there.
So we were there, we went into the front. Then a couple weeks later, we were watching a figure at our boy's house, and he brought it up. And my other friends were like, we gotta check it out. So it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. For the first time I went, I'm like, all right, we'll go back for my birthday. What the hell? So before we even got there, though, my boy listening to the first time brought a Chinese liquor. He traveled for his work and stuff. And he was in Japan for a bit and stuff. And he brought back straight Chinese liquor from China. This stuff smelled like pure gasoline.
What
I can't describe how it is. We call it the fairy Jew.
I had some Ukrainian liquor like that.
Oh yeah.
From one of my exes, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's real.
It's like it was pure alcohol. So we get to the place.
Was it like smooth at least, or was it just
not
burn
really?
your throat?
Burn.
It's like rubbing alcohol. It's like literally opening it and just
lovely.
Oh, it gets better. Just have more. Like
yeah, exactly. Have a little more.
Yeah.
So we get to we're having drinks and stuff. The same mushroom at the same restaurant. We went to the 4th year for the second year.
Yes.
So we went to go to CVS. We did the shot glasses. So we go to CVS and we're doing shots of this fairy dew drink in Mickey Mouse and Disney character little glasses, the foam cups for shots in the parking lot before we did a Foxfire, no less.
So so this is the first time y'all went.
Yeah, it's the first time I went.
Okay.
So
hold on. This is another thing that I don't think kids quite understand these days, and certainly won't now in the post-pandemic era, is the art of the pregame.
Yes.
The pregame was essential if you were going anywhere and you were young. You understand? We can't. You're kissing nothing, my brother.
I saw that.
You're kissing nothing, my brother.
I see what he's kissing.
There it is.
She's going to freak out when she sees this.
The pregame was essential because we were all broke in our 20s. And bar and club drink prices were out.
Wait, do you think they don't know about the pregame anymore? I mean, I understand pandemic time.
I don't know that they know that. See, I think now they're doing all the other shit. I don't even think they're pre-gaming.
That's fair though. Yeah, because drugs are more heavy now, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, because drinking was like our thing. We would jump in like, yo, gotta get these drinks. Because like when I came to Long Beach, even in 15, I was walking around with my flask. I had a flask on me at all times, so I would be walking around like I'd be in the corner. And it'd be done. I remember I went out with this one girl that I met at an open mic, and we met and we were both broke, and we didn't know that both of us were gonna be broke, but we were trying to go to this expensive whiskey bar, and we both get there and they like, well, I got my flask. She was like, I got my flask too. She like pulls it from her thigh. We looked at each other like, oh, it's hilarious. And we went off and did something dope. I don't remember where we went after that, but we were like, let's go do something else. This is a much better idea since we both got our alcohol already. It was lit.
Do you remember like watching all those shows and shit where they would show people like drinking like outside of places? Yeah. And it would see, and these are all bums. I think that was a hit from the bar and restaurant industry to try to make you to shame you into buying overexpensive shit, watered down drinks.
Yeah, I've saved about $1 million this year based off of not going to bars anymore and having a tip. Yeah. I don't know. Have y'all gone back out at all since they lifted the ban?
I was out last night actually with my friends for dinner.
Did you have to tip at the end?
What's up?
Did you have to tip at the end?
Well, yeah, we didn't tip before it was a restaurant. We had dinner and stuff, but I mean, still.
But see, that feeling, I haven't had that feeling in a year. And when I did it a couple weeks ago, I was like, and I felt bad because I know they've been struggling too because they haven't had any tips. So then I had to open tip. And I was like, man, I hate this. I'm never coming outside again.
Right?
Because I'm not going to jip them on the tip. I was like, man, I have to tip them good because they got to work for like ever. You know what I mean? But I was just like, I just remembered, I'm like, damn, I used to do this every week, damn near, multiple times a week. Like,
do y'all tip your delivery drivers?
Oh yeah, we have to.
I don't get deliveries. I'm cheap like that. Like I'll pick it up every time. I hate delivery fees because now they actually have tied into the delivery fee. It's like they have they had a fee that they used to say wasn't a tip. I think it's a delivery fee, right? So they had a delivery fee, which actually is a tip. It goes straight to the driver, but then they add the tip into it from at least one Uber Eats. Yeah. There's a service fee, and then there's an Uber Eats. They had another fee that was like the tip built in. I was like, bro, man, I'm going to pick this up, bump it. I just canceled my order. I was mad. I was like, nah, I'm too cheap. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't have a car right now, so if I get my food, it can be delivered, unfortunately. So.
Nah, you got well.
$2.
So Foxfire. So you go. So you at the restaurant.
Yeah, so we finish at the restaurant. We do our shots, and like I said, this is the stuff we have from Japan. It's like gasoline, and we have 2 or 3 shots each. And mind you, again, Mickey Mouse cups. So grown men, and then we're part of the lot.
It's Anaheim.
Bar, yeah.
It's the best way to do it.
We did the bar and stuff, and we brought Johnny into that year. So Johnny was a good friend of mine. He passed away a couple years ago. You Brent too as well from the stuff. Is that later probably.
He was a local independent wrestling promoter.
Yeah. We also coached basketball at the local college too and stuff. So we knew that as well.
Oh, nice.
But so we did to the restaurant. We went to the bar. We were walking around for a bit, and that whole night was hilarious because John knew half the bar because of the moms being there, coaching their kids, or there were players there that he coached. That's time in the bar. And I am dead serious.
I like that.
We're sitting here all talking about that drink, and these 3 guys walk by and they're like, "Is that Coach Ian?" And I'm just like, "What the hell?" He goes, "Hey, what's up, guys?" We're like, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, it's my boys' birthday. We're gonna have a good time." They're just like, "Oh my God, you're in a cougar bar."
Wait, did he bag anything off of that?
What's that?
Did he bag anybody off of that?
No, he didn't do that, unfortunately. He was trying to, though. He really wanted to. This is a guy that would go.
Man.
I mean, I shouldn't say, but he's a guy who we went to a strip club before and actually got to date a stripper for a few weeks after they met at the strip club and stuff and everything. He sold real estate inside too and everything.
See, Brent doesn't believe in that.
I know that cost him a lot of money.
No, see, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
He got there at the strip club. They exchanged numbers, and then they went out for a little bit.
See, this guy gets it.
Wedding at one point in time as his date.
I like that. No, see, because I was trying to tell Brent. I tried to tell Brent about this.
But the funny part was she sold real estate on the side too. So when they went to the wedding, she had business cards to give out to people who couldn't believe him. So he said, he sells real estate too.
Is she single?
Why? There's not. Here you go. So he actually did that for a while, so.
Real estate market is turning right now. It's time.
We did that, and got all of our friends there, and it was like one of those things where Nick said, we natured for the night. We all got just completely wasted that we didn't remember parts of the night. And I was mad because my buddy John was with us too.
Those are the best times, though.
We had one of my other friends named John was there with us too. And
hold on. Yes. Some of the best times are the nights that you can't remember all the shit that happened. Those are the day after trying to piece shit together, like the fucking Hangover. They made 3 movies about this.
They shouldn't have. You said it.
4 movies about this if you count Dude, Where's My Car?
You said it on podcast. You said that they shouldn't have made 3 of them.
They shouldn't have, but they did.
But they shouldn't.
1 and 2 were good. I thought 3 was terrible.
Right.
I liked 1 and 2 too. 3 was definitely like, ooh.
3 I could done without that one. I mean, 1 and 2 were good enough, and I was good.
They did the exact same jokes again, and it was like, all right, you can't do it 3 times. Twice even worked.
I just fought for Tyson at the end of number 2, doing his whole psalm and stuff. That was for me. Tyson number 2 was great.
Yeah.
I love that part. When I seen you banged out, that told me you're good.
Man, I've only blacked out 1 time that I can remember in my life, and the only reason I really remember is because I sent my uncle a message. Actually, I did 2 things. I messaged a girl that I hadn't talked to for like 3 or 4 months, and we had ended on bad terms, and I sent her something like really sweet out of the blue, and then I responded to all of her stuff really sweet out of the blue, and then when I woke up, I had a date with her scheduled for Friday.
Oh no!
So the only time you'll be sweet is when you're blacked out?
Bro, it worked though. Like, we got back on really good terms, and we were great for a while.
Choke you out every week before we do this podcast in order for you to treat me with some goddamn respect?
Hey man, listen. She was like, and I ended up telling her, I was like, when we met on that Friday, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I was obliterated when I was texting you the other day. Like, I don't even remember messaging you at all. And then she was like, I knew it was kind of weird. Like, you were being so nice. I was like, yeah, I'm not that nice. I mean, like when I look back at the messages, I'm like, Jesus, who had my phone?
and how long were you married to her for?
Basically, right? That's not for real. She was on it, man. That was funny. That was really, really wild. But I mean, it worked out for me. It worked out great for me, actually. But still not a fan of blacking out though. That was crazy. I seen a video. I recorded a video too because I sent my uncle a message, and I looked back at it. I was like, yeah, I was talking. I'm looking at my eyes. I'm just like, nah, bro. I don't like that. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, that's not okay. Why do you feel like it's a good thing? Why do you feel like this is great? Like, tell me, give me 1 night of blacking out. Like, I just gave you one that actually worked out for me. Ironically, I went against my own point. But on your side, why do you feel like it's a good thing?
Because it's a hell of a. Because that's when you have literally zero inhibitions, literally zero. So the chance of it being an epic night, fucking
remember
increased. It. But also I think there's something in the epicness of the night coming from the fact that you even just fucking survived it. I think.
So you're caught on more like the story. Like you just like having the story. Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense. Because like I'm thinking about the
one time I blacked out drunk at a party. Part of I've said that, I don't know if I've said this on the pod. I probably have, but I've told many people this story. Was at my homeboy's sister's wedding, a high school friend's sister's wedding. That it was an Indian summer, so like it was like the middle of September, but it was sweltering hot in Orange County. Very limited bar, but they so the mixers were shit.
But they were
drinks. And at the end of the night, the stories of all of us coming together and like, man, I don't remember what happened last night. I don't remember what happened last night either. I threw up on my shirt. I threw up on your car. All these different stories that we had and trying to piece shit together. Is like the last thing I remember is this. Oh, I remember that. I was awake and you passed out at that point, and then I carried you here, and then I can't remember that. Oh, I woke up. Like we bonded from the experience of surviving that.
This sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard. I don't want to wake up and be like, oh, I got vomit on my shirt. Oh, you got vomit on your shirt. Whose vomit is it? Oh, that's great vomit. Let me try that one. Like, no, man.
War. We were piecing the stories together. It was like,
it's not like war.
We were brothers in arms.
No. You were brothers in vomit. And that's not, no.
We were brothers in tuxes that we couldn't take back anymore.
What about you, Matt? What is do you prefer those blackout type nights like him with the kind of like or are you more like I want to be in control of what's going on? Because I'm that guy.
The last one I had, my buddy got married in Montana a few years ago, and I went to the wedding with him.
Oh shit! There's nothing to do in Montana.
Yeah, exactly. It was in Missoula, nice little town. Well, the worst part was I had a connecting flight from Utah to go to Montana, and the plane I took into Missoula, Montana, was the old school 20-seater plane.
Oh, I hate those. Oh no. Yeah.
So my first thought was
I don't like those.
Dear God, please just let me survive the flights and make it there, and I won't ask you for anything else until I come home in a few days on the flight back. So I'm gonna need you again in a few days. So make me survive.
And Roman made you survive.
Yes, he did. I hate that mother. Wouldn't that let it maybe? No, but so we get to Montana.
All hail the tribal chief.
Oh, fuck that guy.
The head of the table.
The head of the table.
The table, man. Oh, we'll down with the friend. Anyway, you shut your mouth right now, you dirty little whore. I hate you so much right now. No. So I told my buddies in Montana finally, how was your flight? I'm like, dude, that sucked. He's like, how bad was the flight? I'm like, it's terrible, man. I'm like, I know that sucked in the flight. But so then we get to the wedding, and we get to the wedding, we have to be drinking stuff all night. And I remember getting back to my hotel room in Montana, and then mind you, okay? So I wake up in the morning and my window just kind of closed. And I go to the curtains of my window, see outside. All I see is mountain scenery and hilltops and everything else. And I'm like, where am I? I don't remember being here last night. What the hell's going on? And I look to the right of me, and my suit's on the chair and stuff, taking off whatever. And I'm just like, wait, where the fuck am I? And I look at my phone, I'm like, Montana. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm like, oh, that's right. My buddy got married last night, and we were at the party. Then we came back to the room late, but I don't remember anything else.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm like, hey, man, are you dead? He goes, yeah, are you okay? I'm like, I don't remember getting back to my room. I just woke up freaking out, who the hell kidnapped me and dragged me out to the middle of the woods in the hotel room?
Oh, Jesus.
See, that's wilderness in the woods, and I'm from OC. So all that I just see, structures, whatever. And I see woods, and I'm just like, did I die or something or whatever? What happened overnight? This is not.
Did I die and go to hell? This is my personal hell. Yeah. I was telling somebody that I was like, you could torture me and I wouldn't say anything, but if you were to drop me in the woods and be like, you're living here now, I'd be like, no, what do you want to know? I'll tell you where my mom is. I swear I'll tell you. Don't just leave me in the woods. That's my torture.
I get freaked out if I go too far deep in Orange County. If I go too far someplace, I see street lights, but they start getting further and further apart, and I don't see a fucking chevron at every. I'm like, listen,
nah,
I'm out.
There's some spots in Virginia like that are that the parts that you be joking about all the time. When I tell you my area is not like that. Yeah. Bro, there's some spots where you drive through and you
where am I?
Just looking like, man, if my car break down here,
you're done.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Like they might take me out.
You don't drive through there at sundown. No, you don't.
I listen. I was speeding back from where? Why did I have to take that? I think I was coming back from New York, and it was like that area in Virginia, and I had to drive through it. And I was like, it was either coming back from New York or coming back from Atlanta, one of the two. I can't remember, but I was like flying on this road, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get pulled over. But I saw the sun going down. I was like, I gotta get out of this town. Like, I don't know what this place is. Yeah, I was like, this is a setup for a movie. I'm cool. Right. I'm not gonna be the guy to start an episode of some series. This ain't gonna be the pilot episode. Black man found dead in this random town. Like, no, sir, not me.
You were like, what happened to that point in time? You're done.
Right. I'm like, I won't be a part of the show. I'm just gonna be the one that died at the beginning of launch.
No offense, but no.
Right. You were like Brother Lakeith in the beginning of Get Out. You're like, nah.
For real. For real, dog. I was moving so fast. I'm looking at like 35 an hour. My ass peeling off. Cops was trying to chase me on horseback. I was like, nah, man, I'm out.
My girlfriend's friend a couple years ago had her birthday out in the mountains, and we went there late at night on a Friday, and we were driving to the place, and it was pitch black on the road to the house. So all you saw was pitch black on the road, and then light to the house, like inside off the trail and stuff, basically on the road, up in the hills and stuff, in the valley and stuff. My girlfriend's like, man, if we die, this is really gonna suck because we had no cell reception or nothing on the road and stuff.
Oh,
and
that's
then luckily enough, we finally found the house, and we're driving down the road, and we see lights, and it's like, I think that's the house. So you pull up to the day. It's a giant like piece of property, and it had a date in it. Basically, it was open still. And I think this is the house we're supposed to be able to but it's the house. Quickly get it there as soon as possible. Because it was pitch black, and I'm like, I do not want to die.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the white guy, but you never know how to this area. They might take your weapons out of here, like sacrifice you, whatever. It don't matter, dude. But I was like, get to the house. Like, how'd you have to drive? Oh, it was very cool. It got dark on the road, and you couldn't see a damn thing the last like 4 or 5 miles.
When all the street lights were gone, and we were just heading and looking for. Oh yeah, we've passed that cow before. Hold on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That one has a different spot. Turn left. Turn left.
And after that, nothing. I'm just like, oh man, we're gonna die here at some point or whatever. This ain't gonna be good,
I felt that same way going to Kyle's. So Kyle and his girlfriend set up for them, or his girlfriend set up that they were gonna go to a shooting range for his birthday. And I was driving up there, and all of a sudden reception is gone, so it's hard for me to find a place. And I'm like, it's broad daylight, but I'm also thinking, like, this is a shooting range up here in the hills.
You thought Kyle finally set you up?
This goes sideways. This go Dick Cheney in a heartbeat.
Right.
Pull! Bang! Shit. Like that. Don't need that shit. Foxfire.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
That's how we got
going back to Foxfire with Johnny in. Now's the second year.
So the second year we went.
Now I'm there. Me, Kyle, Nikki. I believe Kyle went. If he didn't stay, he went. I believe.
I think he left a little earlier. So I think we gave you a ride.
Did you?
I think Evan gave you a ride. I think Kyle bounced early for whatever he had.
He may have.
He might have had a meet up or whatever. But I think we gave you a ride.
Okay.
Well, again, first off, I was hammered that night again because everybody's feeding me drinks left and right in the bar.
We were trying. It was your birthday. We were trying to loosen you up.
Yeah, the worst part too is that was the year that they gave me the Smirnoff Ice in the parking lot beforehand too. They wrote that one too the last time. So before we go to Foxfire the last time,
I forgot about the Smirnoff.
They gave me a giant 40-ounce Smirnoff Ice, and I had to drink in the park on the Mexican restaurant.
Did you pour a little out for?
No, I drank the whole thing
for your Anaheim Ducks. Did you pour?
Oh, hey, that's not. Oh wow, we're gonna go there now, pal. Wow. You know what hockey is?
I don't.
It doesn't. I don't. You know what? Hey, I'm hungry.
Quack.
Yeah.
Quack. That's all I know.
You just got to say hit it. Just say hit it to him one time.
Hit it.
There you go. Go get that food. Go get that damn food, Brent.
But no, so I had to do a 40-ounce bottle of Smirnoff on my knees, no less, before we leave the parking lot because they wouldn't let me do it on standing up, which is even worse. So I got up on my feet, and all the Smirnoff just goes right into my system. And I'm just like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a good night already. So we got in the bar and stuff, and it was like I was already feeling it. They started doing all their things, but they said the whole night was just one of those things where like, yes, I can be shy, but you put in a different situation. Nowadays, I probably be a little better.
So my whole thing was I was trying to be the best wingman in the world. I was trying to get you laid.
I know you were.
That was going to be my birthday because I was broke. That was going to be my birthday present to you. Do you remember the Asian lady at the end who said, "I'll take"?
Oh, absolutely.
Who said?
How did you not remember that lady?
My friend take one dick, I'll take seven. Do you remember her?
I told people that I worked at my stores that are friends of mine. I told them, so they're just like, so how was the offer? I'm like, I never took it, bro. We left. Like, that was the highlight that will stick to my brain till I die. Like, the day
she take one dick, I take seven.
Like,
I take the rest.
fact that she said it to us, and I looked at Brent, I was just like, bro, I'm sober now, let's go. Like, I'm like, let's just get out. Let's roll. I need some food. I don't care. Let's get out of here. This Mama Son over here, the treatment is snapped.
Mama Son. That's what we named her.
It was Mama Son.
That's what we named her.
To the house, and I didn't come home alive. It's gonna be like she should eat me up for a couple of days. I'm freaking
yes.
And she was for the worst way, dude. She was like, "I
take care of Mama. She'll take care of you."
She would have been all over all of us, man. I was like,
bro,
no, I'm good, dude. Like,
I wish I was there. I would have incited so much chaos for y'all.
It's so many something. You're just like, I remember being like drunk, like, let's go.
Right.
Like, where's everybody at?
Sobered up real quick.
Now, like, run.
Do you realize how well taken care of you could have been right now? I'm sure Mama Son had her own little nail salon somewhere. You'd have been living large right now.
With the dressing dress, I mean,
you'd have been living large.
With some fresh Chinese food every once in a while.
Yes.
And I love you some Chinese food. I don't like
that's the whole draw of a cougar bar, is to get you an older lady to take care of you for the rest of your life, or rather for the rest of her life.
That's right. That's right. And then leave you stuff.
Whose idea was it to get the hotel room for me that night?
I don't remember that part.
I don't remember that one at all.
I don't remember that part at all.
I don't say it wasn't Brent.
Because I was like, when I was down, I was like, I don't remember telling I did the hotel room that night, because that was news to me.
Oh, for Mama Son.
Was that?
I bet you that happened. I bet you that was the follow up to
sons of bitches.
To she'll take one dick, I'll take the rest. I bet you that was the follow up.
So Matt was thinking.
That was what I took the podcast. I was like, wait, they want to give me a hotel room with Mama Son or something? Like, what's going on?
Yes.
Matt was like this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, no, look up, let's roll. Dude, when she said it, it was like she was dead serious, straight faced, like not even a joke or a smile. It was like, I take 7. And I'm just like, okay, we know where this is gonna end up at the end of the night. Let's just get out of here.
It was the absolute end of the night. The lights came up.
Oh man.
Which worked against her favor.
Exactly. That's the problem for poor Mama Son. Had the lights not come on, it might have been a little different. Exactly, you know. But it was like, okay, maybe not so much now.
I'm not gonna lie.
About it.
I might have took that as a challenge personally. I'm like, oh no, you only need one. It's me, Mama Son.
There you go. I'll satisfy you, no problem.
But then again, if the lights came up, because I know that game. You wait too long at the end of the night, you looking around, them just pop on you like. It was a scarecrow the whole time. I had no idea. It was a jack-o'-lantern right there. I didn't even know. It gets real different. It gets real different with the lights sometimes. No. Y'all ever had a night where y'all vibing with somebody real hard and then the lights come on?
Yeah.
And you like, I've been talking to this person the whole night, and they look like this.
Now the worst is when I talk to a girl at the bar, the lights come on the other night, and then her boyfriend shows up with her afterwards.
Oh no, I don't. I hate
that. I'm just like, what the heck is going on? I'm just, I'm out later.
Yeah, that's a whole different level of annoyance.
And they come to the bar when you're buying drinks. They want to
right.
Drink. I'm like, oh yeah, you want a drink? Sure.
That's a tech.
Nah.
They use that right there. That's definitely a tech. I know friends that do it.
I
had a girl I met like that at we were at a pool party, me and EB, like my second year here. It was 2016. We went to a pool party on my birthday month, and I remember this girl was out there and I met her and she was like, I want to leave with you, but I'm gonna go get drinks off these other guys. I was like, she was like, but keep finding me. I was like, all right. But then she got too wasted and ended up leaving with some other guy. I think she thought it was me, some other black dude. I was like, damn it. But yeah, it was exactly that. That was her full tactic. Like, I'm gonna just keep flirting with all these dudes that's got a bunch of money in here because I know you're not rich, but you are great. You're poor, but you're great. I was like, that's fair. I was like, what am I gonna say? I got like $20 on me. I got enough for me to get like 2 drinks and then stop.
Did you pay you later? You know.
Right.
You had a whole 20, huh? Balling.
I was rich for a second. I had that 20, boy. I walked in that bar, saw them beers. They had them cheap beers, them little small beers for like $12. I said,
got that.
Picking up cups with ice in it. Just pour it. Trying to stretch that motherfucker out.
Do what you gotta do.
Matter of fact, me and that lady, the one that I was talking about earlier with the flask, I just remember we ended up getting into the Federal Bar downstairs in the bank area, right?
Yes.
We went to the Federal Bar and we had our flasks. That's where we ended up going. So we had our flasks. We go down there. We like, because it was a free event. That's why we went in. And go down. We like looking around. Like, yo, how can we use these flasks? Oh, there's a cup. Find the cup on the table. We take it. We like wash it in the bathroom. I come back out and loaded this junk up with whiskey. We passing it back and forth. Just I was like, yo, this is the most broke thing I've ever done in a bar. But man, it is efficient right now. We killed it. It was great. We had a good night. That was fun.
That's so romantic, though. That's the type of shit you'll see in a Zooey Deschanel movie.
Don't just make up names. Okay, her name's Zoe, but what's her real last name?
Deschanel.
Don't say Deschanel to me. What's the real last name?
The girl from the New Girl. The girl on New Girl. I don't know what else. Oh, she was in Yes Man.
Yes, she was.
She was the girl in Yes Man, and that's all I know her from. That's all of her work that I know.
Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know what he looks like.
So what else do you want to get on here and tell Nikki and the rest of the world that you hate about Nikki?
I don't hate Nikki. He's my boy.
What are bald-faced lies do you want to say that Nikki told here on the podcast?
He didn't tell you lies. Nikki's a good guy. I mean, I've known Nikki. We met Nikki back in, I'm going to date myself, 05 at Gorilla.
Okay.
At PWG, so I know Nikki for a good minute. But the funny thing is, Nick actually didn't like me when he first met me.
Shocking.
Fuck you.
What the hell you said?
You mind your business, boy. You sit there and listen and let me and Trey talk.
That's right.
And then when I say it, you give me a drink.
Brother, thank you. Thank you for understanding. Hit it. Go get him a drink. Hey, you heard the man say hit it. Get that man a drink. What's your problem? There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't have to say please.
I'm doing this because I'm a good podcast host, not because I'm your Virgil.
No, you are Virgil.
Not because I'm your wrestling superstar Virgil.
You are Virgil.
I'm a good host.
Just light skin.
And before I do, I'm taking your running ladder belt too, just so you know.
Say it again.
Before I go home tonight, I'm taking your running ladder belt too.
You are not.
It's going home with the rightful man.
I've met Virgil before. You know that, right?
And you took his powers?
Met him before?
Fucking me and Kyle.
Did you pay for him?
Me and Kyle went to.
Don't lie to me now, because no, you did. You paid for it.
Me and Kyle went to Wrestle Reunion one year.
And you paid Virgil?
And we were sitting at the merch area where Virgil was. And
by himself, of course, right?
Of course, by him. Of course, he's wrestling superstar Virgil. And all
with this giant ass table with all his merch.
And all he kept doing was talking shit to Kyle, and not talking shit, but telling Kyle, "Hey man, you're big enough to go to WWE. What are you doing here? You should go to WWE." And he's like, "Well, I've tried it. All you need to do is call Shane. All I do is call Shane. I call Shane McMahon. All you need to do is call Shane McMahon to get you in. Just call Shane McMahon, boy, and get you in." It's like, yeah, well, I've been to try out. Yeah, just call Shane McMahon.
You should have been like, can you call him right now?
Who's just sitting there talking about Shane McMahon.
You should have been like, can you call him? And you go ahead and call him then.
I'm
standing right here. Just call him. Send him a picture and call him right now.
Call. Did it happen?
No, it did not happen. No, it did not happen.
No, so yeah, I met Nicky back in 05. But it's funny, I said he didn't like us at first for a while. Because he felt that we were still marked and he was, advancing past him more, which is a regular fan. And we were the annoying guys and blah, blah, blah. So we hit it off with Mark more than Nick.
Okay.
Who even told us a Cowboys fan many times I know for a fact.
Okay.
Which is no problem. They did pre-crap too, so it's no big deal.
Because the Cowboys suck.
It's Cowboys, yeah, exactly. They do suck, Mark. I'm sorry.
I hate the Cowboys.
Cowboys do suck, Mark. Stop crying about it.
I'm an Eagles fan, so.
Oh, he's good then. You should be okay. That's all good.
That's right. Yeah, I hate the Cowboys.
No problem there. So fast forward a couple years later in 08, Mark and Nikki and I go on a week-long trip back to Philly and New York for New Year's. And while we're there, we went to ROH. was running that Friday, Saturday. They had a Friday show in Philly at the arena, and then Saturday they ran Hammerstein. So, being a wrestling fan, like I was back in the day and stuff, that was the holy grail.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing the arena and Hammerstein in one weekend. Like, how are you going to beat that? Like, that's, as a fan, I was like, I'm down for that. Let's go.
Yeah, so you can't beat that one.
That was the shit that brought me and Nikki closer as friends. And
was that the show that fucking...
That was Danielson Morishima main event. Was Danielson Morishima the fight without honor.
Okay, and that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Because it was that one, and then it was Nigel Marufuji. And then I remember being pissed because it was Aries Tyler Black from Contendership, and I was a huge Tyler Black fan back in the day. And Mark was an Aries fan. And there's points during the show, they point to the crowd, to Mark and I going back and forth with one another, like, whatever, doing the chant and stuff. And everything's kind of funny, but, like, when Aries won, I was legit pissed. And didn't talk to Mark for the rest of the night. He's like, man, how you doing? Don't talk to me, Mark. I want to talk to you right now. With the dinner, man, are you okay? No, I don't want to talk right now. I'm a little heated with that finish there. And he's like, hey, it is what it is. I'm like, nah, fuck you. Don't talk to me right now. I want to talk to you right now. You're on the list. But that was fun because we were out there for New Year's in New York City. So we went on New Year's Eve to a club that Nikki got us into. And it was $100 for the three of us thing. It was $100 a person. And walked in the club. And it was open bar for the night. So you got the three of us in New York City New Year's Eve with an open bar. It was fucking nuts.
Can y'all see this, by the way?
What's up?
Do y'all see anything on the screen?
Nah, I just see you.
Okay, never mind.
Aside from the jack-o'-lanterns?
Oh, yeah.
So, this is so random. Sorry, I would cut you off.
What did you do, man?
I turned on subtitles. So, literally... sitting here translating everything you're saying like I'm watching a TV show. It's fucking hilarious. I'm about to take a picture for this for the Instagram.
Subs over dubs?
Yo, it's so funny. It's so funny. It looks crazy over here. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, they can't see this? Because I saw you looking down. I thought you were looking at it, like reading your own words.
I didn't see it at all, man.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we get to this bar in New York and we're in the club for the night. Yeah, I'll never forget it because we're sitting there at this open bar, of course. And my white ass doesn't dance that well. I'm a white boy. White boys don't dance for shit.
What's
Brent
my
don't dance either. Right. I was about to say Brent can't dance either.
At all.
I don't know. You're black.
I'll dance a little bit if I'm drunk, but that's it.
White boys don't have no rhythm at all in general. How the hell are you black and you don't even have a rhythm?
That's
insulting to your culture. No,
it is. No, it is. You're right.
Some rhythm. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't have any moves to go with the rhythm. Like I can go back and forth. I just don't have it. I'm not rerun.
No rhythm.
So it says all. I don't know. You're black. Now. I'll dance a little bit if I'm drunk, but then I'm in.
Please tell me you got a picture of that.
Hey, seriously. I hope so. That's amazing.
Part of it. I didn't get all of it. I missed that part. Most of it.
Oh, damn it.
I'll tell you what. I'm recording this. See if you can save the recording on your end when we're done.
That's class. I want to see that be funny. But so we're in this place in New York for New Year's, and I never did. They start playing either a 50 Cent or James song back in the day, and I am hammered drunk already by midnight, probably before midnight. And Mark and Nick swear to this day that my white ass walks on the dance floor and bust out the perfect crip walk they have seen in a long time. And they sit there and they're just like, what just happened right now? So I should pop up the C-Walk and finish it off, and they're just like, the whole place goes nuts. And they're like, you're just walking about, you knew what you were doing, and you're just sitting there chilling, and I'm just like, I do not know how to crip walk in the first place, but all right. Was there footage of this? There isn't, thankfully. But I wish there was. I was like, I would love to have seen it.
So do I. That shit would have gone viral.
It would have. Because it was classic to see me doing the crip walk, and they're just like, you just did your walk, and came back to the bar and you got a drink. And the bartender from the top is like, yeah, whatever, give me a drink.
And I'm just like, I don't know how to crip walk in the first place, but all right, I'm there.
I know how to do it, but you're just like, someone tried you on the dance floor, and you're just like, you're from California, no, fuck this. And you're like, you nailed it, and the guy just looked at you like, damn, everyone showed me up, and I'm just like, I don't know what happened, but
whatever. I wonder if you were just stumbling to the fucking bar.
I could have been. I don't know.
I wonder if If you just accidentally stumbled and you just couldn't catch your balance. Like, whoa.
Just busted out because, But the funny part was message to Evan that night, my buddy at the time. Son we were doing that. We went to give a bar with everything else. He's over here at Starbucks with your coffees.
Of course.
Yeah. So I hit him with that, and he goes, his coach like, your friend's such an asshole. But the best was we were there at the bar, and we saw his doppelganger at the bar pass out that night. We thought it was him. I was like, is that fucking Evan? Look, just like I was in the phone, like,
there's nobody.
I found your doppelganger.
There's nobody in the world that long and stringy.
No, there is. And I saw him in New York.
Evan, you don't know who Evan is. Evan was a walking string cheese.
Yes.
A walking string cheese.
Evan was walking.
He's tall. He's like 6'4", but he's just twitch.
I love Evan to death, but he's walking string cheese. Yeah. He's a string cheese mascot. Remember when string cheese had a mascot on the front? He was a string cheese mascot.
I am not that old. I do not know when string cheese had a mascot.
Like
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You were like 10. You were like 5 or 6.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I wasn't born yet. By the way, I had to turn off the subtitles. I was so distracted.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit was. Yo, look at your phone. If you're not on your phone, are you on your phone right now?
I'm not.
I sent it to you. Look at that picture. It's crazy. Like it's so distracting because they're really sitting there like just laying out.
Fantastic.
It's the craziest shit. It's a running troll.
That's got to go on the IG.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the story.
That's got to go on the IG.
It threw me off so bad because I was like, "What are they gonna do?" Like, when I saw the option, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna click it. Let me just see what happens." Then it just started popping up. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't help but read this." I'm like, and it was messing up so many words. It was like, "Oh, this is great."
What the hell are they talking about over there?
Does it do yours too?
No, I was hoping it would, but it was just doing YouTube.
That's fucking hilarious. All
right,
great. So you're in New York City. We did the Foxfire. So was there another year after that year? I seem to think there was like 2 years, but was that just one night?
What do you mean?
So like for me, so like there was the first night first year that you went. Yeah. Then there was the year that I went. Was there a follow-up year?
One night before they closed. Because they were not closed. I didn't. And it was random because we found they were closing. So it was me.
I couldn't make that one.
Yeah, so 4 or 5 of us went. It was just one of those last minute deals. Just went just because, and it was completely different. Just the bar was run down, and it was just the vibe wasn't the same.
That's so because it was only like
Cougars had gone away.
Years after that.
Yeah, they demolished it and made it a freaking the paint store now, or whatever it is over there.
Oh, that's sad.
Paint store.
Yeah, it's a paint store, and there's a hotel like right next door to it too. And I'm just like,
that's sad.
Like there's the hotel. There's like the hotels are like. You just killed their businesses. I mean, people over there at Foxfire.
Right. That's so sad.
Had hotel rooms there for the weekend, I heard, and shit.
That's so sad.
Yeah, that's lame.
To Foxfire.
Oh man, seriously, that place was.
And all the 40 to 70-year-old women.
Right. That never vacated that place. No.
And 20 to 25-year-old men.
That defiled it.
Who experienced a treasure.
It's a Foxfire. I never went to Foxfire, and I don't have anything left in my cup, but I will cheers to it.
You would have fun, man. Trust me.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was one of those things where when I first got there, we were just like, we have to bring the crew here just one time.
It was a cougar bar. It was what you think a cougar bar will be, like complete with like tiki sets and shit. Yeah. It was a cougar bar. Yeah. It's what you thought a cougar bar would be, except. Oh, I didn't fucking plug this shit in. Except I didn't get a fucking wealthy benefactor.
Nobody did, unfortunately. Well, there's a few that could have had them, but I mean, they didn't take the
I didn't get one.
Yeah.
You guys, look at that.
It would have been fun, though, but...
Nah, that would have been fantastic. I'm all about that one.
Yeah, no, that place was just... It was a trip, because it's like I said, it was one of those things where it's like, you have to have fun, but we made it fun and stuff for those 3 times we went.
Yeah, even if you're not trying to like really bag anything, I think just messing with older ladies is typically fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Hey Brent, you see this one?
Us, because we're all in our young 20s and 30s, and it's like, they're like, oh, you're young. That's what we like around here,
Oh, we lost Trey.
No, I said, you see this one?
Yes, I did.
This is the best one. Because how did we even get here? Sponsorship.
You're having entirely too much fun.
He is.
Put up a black.com background back there.
I actually had one. I almost used it.
Shit, why not? Maybe they'll pay us for however long it's on the fucking screen.
I made one a long time ago, so you forget that we did that gag when I was still making all the cover photos originally. So I was looking, I was like, oh look, this is right here. That's why I was over here smiling.
So how much do you love our Grown and Sexy YouTube cover photo?
I hate it.
Of our heads on
of my being.
It's directly from a black.com DVD cover.
I bet it is. I saw it. I was just like, I gotta stop letting Brent do stuff. Like, we just gotta put him back on the back burner. Like, he just can't, like, don't breathe, don't walk, like, don't wake up no more. Like, all that stuff. We gotta, like.
I beg your pardon.
All things
that was almost you last week, motherfucker. So why don't you chill the fuck out?
Well, I bet. There's too many pictures and photos that are popping up over here. Having too much fun. Hold on, wait. Oh, you can't even see it. It's too high. No, it won't work.
What? So Matt and I met essentially through wrestling. Same way me and Nikki met through Orange County wrestling.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Wait, Matt, were you a wrestler too?
No, I didn't wrestle. I got into it because we started doing shows locally like 03, 04.
Mm-hmm.
And then when PWG was the big local fed in 05 was around, we met some of the guys that worked there, and they asked if we wanted to work ring crew for a bit. So we started doing ring crew. We were doing that for a while. That's how I met John Ian. Was doing that and everything else.
There you go.
That's a nice background.
Those are divas that nobody remembers now.
Nope.
Is that Mrs. Undertaker over there on the far?
Now, man.
I think that's Mrs. Undertaker. I forget who that is.
My bad, I'm sorry.
And I can't see. And is that Ashley Mazzaro over there in the purple?
That's
or Kelly.
That's Christy Hemme, the center one.
No, that's not Christy Hemme at all.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I know Christy Hemme. That ain't Christy Hemme.
My picture's too small for me to see.
That ain't Christy Hemme.
No, I don't think so. I don't see her.
Mccool, I think, is in the blue. I can tell by her weird fucking mouth.
That is Christy Hemme, the redhead.
I think Michelle McCool. I think Kelly Kelly's in the purple.
Who's in the middle? That's what's her name?
Oh, maybe I can move our faces. I can't. That's Kelly Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly Kelly for sure on the left.
That's Kelly Kelly in the purple. I don't know who's in the middle though.
That's Christy Hemme, dude.
That's not Christy Hemme.
That's
one of the random ass divas named Joy or Amy or some shit.
Joy.
From like
Joy or Amy or some shit.
Some shit. One of the random ass.
Wait, Matt. So since I have you here, how do you feel about Michelle McCool as a wrestler?
I liked her work, actually. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you.
Felt that... don't get upset. Stop hating.
What?
You don't like it, leave the room.
Oh, so this is Kelly. Okay, I can see it now. It's bigger. Hold on. Wait, before you answer that. So it's Kelly Kelly on the left in the purple. Michelle McCool's on the right in the blue. That looks like... What was the chick with the GoDaddy thing?
Oh, God.
Candace Michelle. That looks like Candace.
No,
like weird
I don't even
Candace
think that's
and it's
Candace
orange.
Michelle.
It might not be, but it
more of
kind of looks like.
That's no, it's not Candace Michelle. Somebody else on Fruities now.
Oh, wait,
Candace had more of a plastic surgery up face.
And this is Rosa or Eve.
Rosa Mendez.
Rosa Mendez. There you go. Yeah. And you sure? You sure this isn't? No, it's not Candace. It's some. Oh no. Eve Torres. Eve.
Is that her?
I think it's Eve. I think it's Eve something. Yeah, I think so. All right, but yeah. So give us your take on Michelle McCool, because this is one of the topics we talked about in the past.
I thought she was definitely a good worker. I would have loved to see her in the days now, to work right now when she was active and stuff.
I like this guy.
I feel like she would have been good with like Sasha and Charlotte and those guys.
Thank you for that.
And I know Brent's seen her shake his head at me, but I don't really care.
I didn't either. I told him the same thing. Listen, we had this debate, and I told him, because he was talking about how, every woman from that era was like terrible, basically. Who you said one that you liked, I think, in that era, didn't you? Wasn't there one worker that you were okay with?
That era. WWE typically always had at least one or two women wrestlers that were actually good.
Yeah.
And the rest
I think I said Melina and
Mickey.
You were on Mickey real heavy.
Melina, I think around that era was like Melina, Mickey, and Beth Phoenix were like in that same time period. That same like couple year span. But the rest of the roster was essentially trash.
I was trying to tell him that Michelle McCool, Mickey, Well, I don't think I said Mickey. I think he said Mickey, but I said Michelle McCool, and I definitely said Melina. I was like, they could have been in this era to me. They could have been with these girls.
And when we looked it up, I think we saw that Mickey was like like she was finishing
right
up when that era was starting. And like, yeah.
Yeah, but see, he was 1,000% certain, like, no, nobody would ever say that Michelle McCool could wrestle. He was like, if you're comparing her to those people, then yeah, you'd say she was average at best, but looking at them, blah blah. You know how Brent talks, real stupid.
Yeah, because she sucked.
She did not suck.
She sucked.
She did not suck. The girl was solid in the ring.
She wasn't good at her job.
And then even when she came back at the Royal Rumble,
that's true. Michelle McCool match the Melina match.
What?
I would too.
Honestly, Melina's entrance alone is better than anything Michelle McCool ever did.
That's what we're talking about.
Including The Undertaker.
That is not what we're talking about, Brent. Don't do that. Don't change the narrative.
Seriously now, how are you gonna hate McCool for being a taker? She got him with the right man. She knew what she was doing.
You know why?
She knew what she was doing, but that's the only reason why she was on our TV as much as she was. I know that. I know. Shit.
She was good. I liked her work, man.
Shit.
There's Brent beside me now.
Yeah.
He obviously can't see shit.
I mean,
Georgia.
How you gonna sit here and tell me that Melina was better than Michelle McCool? That she did John Morrison? Come on now, dude. Give me a break.
No.
Her entrance was good. Yes, I liked the entrance. Every did, but no.
She was a good, particularly for that era. But she was a good wrestler. Her flexibility alone gave her an edge over most women in that ring.
I mean, I give her props for her flexibility and stuff, but I mean, McCool knew what she was doing too. She had a good run. All right, let's see her this era.
Oh, sweet song. I can take a screenshot of that or something, because that shit.
Georgia.
Print screen here.
The whole day through. His old sweet song. Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
I said
Stop it. So
how dare you ban on Michelle McCool? What is wrong with you?
Michelle McCool.
Yeah, bro.
The best thing Michelle McCool ever did was go on the last ride until Undertaker needed to retire.
Jesus.
That's the best thing she ever did.
Bro, this is how he was talking about it. And he literally had me thinking back. Like I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Like, you know, you arguing with somebody and you really having to think like, okay, he's really arguing this down. So maybe I'm tripping. But I'm like, no, he's wrong. She was not a bad wrestler. She was
beg your pardon.
Yeah, it's Brent. You right.
I'm gonna stop bringing people onto my fucking show now. Goddamn.
Your show. I think we can see by this artwork. This is me and Ray's show.
Oh.
I said, Georgia. Georgia.
You ain't never had this kind of synergy with me. Look at the synergy we got over here. Microphones, headphones, head tilts. Woo.
I hate both of you.
Why you gotta hate both of us?
I hate both of you.
Why?
Because he can't see.
We're right, you're wrong.
And I'm gonna take Trey all the way back to Orange County, and I'm gonna kick your leg out from underneath your leg, like it was Trey's leg.
Ow! This is all like harsh. Here's the thing, Brent. This is the thing. You're wrong, and we've told you why.
No, you didn't.
We did. She was a good worker. You were just blind. You just hate blonde.
There was very little good work that was happening in that time period of women's of WWE women's wrestling.
Well, okay, so when she came back in the Rumble, what was it, 2 years ago now? And she popped up there was the first one, right? The first women's Rumble. Yeah. So the one that Asuka won. Asuka won that, right? Or Becky won that?
Yeah.
Asuka won the first one. Becky won the second one. And Bianca won the third one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when she came back, she looked great with the young girls. Why did she look so good in that spot after all these years? Because she's working with better talent. She looked great even in that little stretch. It was only like 10 minutes of work.
This whole they looked great thing. People assigned to older people that come back to these rumbles.
No. I'm not Michael Cole.
Stop passing that shit out like it's fucking library cards. All right,
I'm not Michael Cole. I'm not Michael Cole. I did not do that.
No, thank you.
Yeah, if she didn't look good, I wouldn't have said it. You know who else looked really good? That's Phoenix.
Because she wasn't good at what she did. She's awkward and lanky.
Who was better at that time?
Fucking
Right. That's what I asked
That's
him.
a
I asked him
loaded
the same question.
Actually, I gave the answers before, like the Mickey Jameses and the Beth Phoenixes and the people that were around at that time period.
Matches though. I like Mccool and Beth work together. When her and Mickey said they were good.
Oh, the whole Piggy James angle? You like the whole Piggy James thing?
The angle itself, I could have done without. If it was wrestle, they would nowadays. Different story. If you were going to miss Mccool and Mickey James 15 minutes of time, back then they deal with the girls nowadays, they would have had a great match.
Yep, I agree. I completely agree.
I don't think so.
You're wrong.
I don't think so.
We've told you why again. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't think so.
I don't think
You're wrong.
Listen. You have Charlotte Flair. Just deal with that. Just deal with that.
No,
undisputed talent, tall. She's not lanky. She got muscle on her. There you go.
They would have had a hell of a.
Replace her love with Michelle McCool and give it to the Queen.
That would have been a hell of a matchup. It wouldn't have been no one-sided. Like she could wrestle.
Too much at times.
She has. She absolutely has. But she's a lot more talented than a fucking Michelle McCool.
I think they're trouble with each other. Let's see the match.
I think they are too. I said the same thing. I think that's what I compared it to, and he almost had a heart attack.
I think we should all play a round of WWE 2K20 and settle this like men.
Yuck. Why would you want to be nasty like that on the podcast? You know, like I don't understand why he would be so nasty to go to WWE 2K20.
He's mad that we're right. He's wrong.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
You're atrociously wrong.
You're atrociously wrong.
He can't even stand by his point at this point. He knows. Brent knows. I could tell when Brent knows he's wrong. He's wrong right now.
How did you get that? It's like you're here in my living room and didn't have the flu last week or whatever the fuck.
Whatever it was.
Or whatever the hell you had. Okay, so
we're gone.
Back to you.
Okay.
So you went back that last year. It was run down. So is there anything else you want to say to Nikki now that you have the floor? Is there anything else you want to say to Nikki right here on the How Do We Even Get Here podcast?
Nah.
Is there a promo you want to cut right now? The floor is yours.
Nikki's my boy. He knows I love him. I got nothing love for that guy. That's my brother. I'm not gonna lie. That's when there's very few people in my life that I consider like family, and Nikki is one of those guys. That if I've been a problem, I got a situation going down, whatever, I can call Nikki, hey man, I can talk, whatever. He's there. That's the big one we have and stuff. You know, Nikki knows how I feel about him. I love the guy. He's one of my best friends. He's honestly one of my best friends. Like, if you would have told me when I was growing up as a kid, most of my friends nowadays would have been made through wrestling, I would have laughed at you. But most of my friends that I have right now, still to this day, are because of wrestling. And unfortunately, you're one of my friends too, you know, but it's okay.
That's uncomfortable.
It's a little uncomfortable, but I mean, I'm trying to be nice. Give him a little bit of credit.
I feel you. I mean, it's a good.
Because of wrestling.
You know, it's like
UFC technically.
Yeah, whatever. You know, it's all good.
It was Brock, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, like, when I was a kid, I never had a lot of friends that were wrestling fans. So to meet, you know, people at an older age, it makes it nice because it's like, you know, hey, we have this bond. It's not just wrestling, but we're all a giant family. Like, I got friends in LA. I got friends down here in OC. I got friends down in San Diego that are wrestling fans. I got one of my buddies that I've known for 10 years, 15 years actually in Texas, and then I know, you know, the Torque stuff. So I met a lot of people through wrestling, which is cool. And I never thought that. But I mean, as far as Nikki goes, that's my guy. He's one that if he does it, if he calls me when that's a problem, hey, I'm there for him. And he'd be doing the same for me. So I'm not going to bash Nikki. But I will say, though, that I am a little upset that he was here first before me.
Oh, that's on Brent,
though. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to hate Nikki for anything.
Listen, I was going off the information that I had that you were a wilting fucking flower.
Although,
that's the best one yet. Hold that right there.
Change the background. That's ugly.
French kiss.
That's an ugly background.
So I made him look better. Look it up.
Background.
See if I can make him look better.
For the record, too, I am not married. But I have a girlfriend, yes. She knows I'm here?
She knows you're here.
I'm going to tell her what's going on.
What time do you have to be back at home? When's your curfew,
I have a curfew.
What's your curfew? That's from what fucking video is that from?
Wow.
Look how thin I was back then. I thought I was fat. Look how thin I was back then.
This guy.
I saw this. I said,
what?
What?
The same. My head does not look the same. Look how thin I was back. Jesus Christ.
This is actually.
To be fair, I was probably going to the gym back then.
This is the smallest I've ever seen you. I saw this picture. I was like, what the hell? It's like, yo, I've never seen Brent like this. This is like super, super small Brent.
I thought I was fat. I thought I was so fat.
See what Google searches do?
I thought I was so fucking fat.
Ain't that crazy? What was this video about, Brent? What is this? The Simpsons? What is this sick shit?
I don't know. What is that?
Oh, that was.
What?
It looks
that was somebody did a stop motion couch gag of The Simpsons, and they did a horror theme thing where the bullies broke into the house and massacred everybody, and then Chief Wiggum came in and massacred the bullies.
Jesus Christ! I was looking at these photos. I'm like, what the hell?
And it was viral at the time, so I did a real time review of it.
Of course you did.
And that was.
You and your damn real time reviews. By the way, side note completely. I was sick all week last week, and I saw 9 million shows. Let me tell you, I went through everything in the world. I saw, bro. Listen, I'm about to give you all a list. Okay. I finished all of The Wire now. I've officially seen all of The Wire. Yeah, it's done.
It's like fucking 28 seasons of that shit.
There's 5 seasons. I've officially finished all of them. I've also finished Watchmen now. Completely done with Watchmen.
That's on my watch list.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
I started it, but it's on my watch list.
Awesome. I watched New Jack City for the first time. I'd never seen New Jack City.
For the first time?
I'd never seen New Jack City.
Damn.
So listen. I don't want to hear it. TJ already gave me a bunch of shit earlier for it. I was 1 year old. Relax. And my mom.
I don't give a shit.
That's what he said. I don't care. By the way, that movie is extra corny now.
I don't give a fuck.
It's only gonna get worse. Are you ready for the next one? I saw Pulp Fiction for the first time yesterday.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
I tried to get him to do a bigger sip. So
damn. I'm almost something right now. I don't lie about it.
No, I get it. Listen.
Yeah.
But y'all have to give me credit.
You can find me at Surreal469. You can find him at fucking 1989 CRE.
No. What? Oh, shut up. Wait. How old are you again? You're like, what, early 30s, right?
31. Yes.
Okay. He's a little right. He's a little younger. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
The rest of us are. So I mean, you know.
At some point, you find.
Well, you know, I don't go backwards a lot of the time. You know me.
I'm whatever now.
And I'm not a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. On top of it, so when I saw he was directing it, I was like, I'm just not a Quentin Tarantino fan. I'm not really a big guy. But what else did I see? Oh, I watched Uncut Gems finally. Saw that.
That one I still haven't seen
yet. That
was
good.
It was good. It was. Yo, you forget you're watching Adam Sandler at some point.
Sandler was robbed for an Oscar for that one. I felt like honestly,
like I forgot I was watching Adam Sandler. At first, I was like, okay, let's see what Adam Sandler's gonna do. I'm like watching. I'm like, damn, this is actually all right. I'm like watching it last night.
Great.
He was. He really killed that.
Hey, by the way, she did in the Green Light Happy Gilmore too.
What?
Seriously? Yeah. They're gonna do him and McDavin on the senior tour supposedly.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Brent hates it.
Yeah. I am
love
in for that. I love me some Adam Sandler.
Holy shit. Adam Sandler is probably old enough to be on the senior tour now.
That is fantastic. That's why it works. That's why it works.
Well, he's old. Yeah. But Adam Sandler is probably old enough now.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much of a kick in our balls that is? That Adam Sandler is probably old enough to be on the senior fuck you tour.
Yeah.
Hey man. Sometimes it's like that. I mean, it's just, you know, you get older,
I still feel like I'm in my fucking 20s. What the hell are we doing with Adam Sandler and his fucking...
Brent, you are definitely not in your 20s.
I was supposed to be dying for that movie for years. I'm like, I love Happy Gilmore. And then here they die. We're green number 2.
I actually just found, what is this, Brent's class photo, it says up here?
Uh-oh.
Check this out. Yeah, hold on, there we go.
I don't even want to look at it. I already know. I already know it's gonna be president.
People.
I might even looking at it.
All those people. That's
Yes.
that's Brent's guys. Brent. I found them. They're all here.
I'm 4 years older than you. I'm 4 fucking years older than you.
Brent, they're all here. Look, there's John right there.
I don't know why you
Jimmy?
think.
That's Jimmy right there.
I don't know why you think.
Brent, wait, Brent. Deborah, there she is.
I'm
right
fucking
there.
4 years older than you.
Janet. And look,
I hope
there's
you understand this, right?
Steve right there too.
I'm fucking 4 years older than you.
Look at us. We're all together. Jello is on his way.
I'm fucking 4 years older than you.
I love it.
Listen,
My
man.
fuck you of the week goes to Trey.
Damn, already? I thought we weren't done yet. Jeez.
Here's the thing.
For this shit right here.
I just realized that we should have been doing this on Skype the entire time because I have access to the internet while being on Skype.
No, we'll never do this again.
This shit is mad.
We will never do this again.
Now all I need is sound effects because this shit is
The Rock said ever.
This shit right here. When I found this last photo and it said Brent, oh,
I'll take Pebble. I want to be Pebble. You know what? Honestly, I've been watching Ballers.
oh, Ballers.
Rock is too goddamn big. I don't want to be the entire Rock.
I want to be the entire
I'll take being the
Rock.
Pebble.
Those suits though. Those suits are sweet. I still love those suits though. Those suits in that show. I'm telling you, I love them. I love those suits.
They make especially his shirts and the vest combos they got him in. They make a point to.
Did they grow on you? Because I know you hated at one point. I asked you about this and you were like hating hard. Did they grow on you?
The designs on the suits, yes.
Okay.
Like the designs on the suits, and honestly, I've never liked the super form-fitting suits, but it seems like they weren't like
they're not
super
they're
tight.
not
Like, they haven't got super tight on them.
That's why when you were talking about it when we were having this discussion originally, I was like, bro, they're not that tight. Like they're tight, but they're fitted, but they're not like skin tight. You know?
Yeah.
Like, cause I get what you're saying. I don't like that either. Like when I could see dudes' calf muscles popping out the suit, like that's not normal. It need to be a thing.
But you remember with The Rock, he had his boots were specifically designed so that you saw his calf.
No, that's
like
different.
they cut
That's
the back part of his boot all the way the fuck out so you can see his calf. Oh, there's my girls.
Love the girls.
Salud, babies. Thank you for being. Don't even get me started. Salud, babies.
But Betty White and Ball Rock, she don't die anytime soon, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Salud, mamas.
That's my love right here.
Love some Betty White road trip.
That's all our loves.
Betty Black.
Betty White.
That's all our love right there. So let's go viral here for a moment here. It seems like my boy Matty has a death wish because he seems to not acknowledge
the head of the table.
The head of our table.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, the Roman Reigns table?
Our tribal chief.
Oh,
I agree with
that. I am not down the tribal chief at all.
Do you understand he's feeding his family, right?
I understand the movie. You can feed your family however you want.
You understand he's feeding it. He's the tribal chief.
That's fine.
He's the head of the table.
But when
he puts food on the table.
When Joe Monty has been in the business for over 10 plus years now, and you have the same damn moveset, and you're still boring as fuck.
It's boring.
And the only thing that I give him credit for right now is Heyman has made him believable.
Providing for his family?
It took all Heyman to make Roman Reigns believable.
He hasn't.
What, 10 plus years now?
Matt, he hasn't even needed.
Not a Roman Reigns guy.
He hasn't needed Heyman at all.
Shield. I like him afterwards, and I still don't like him. Roman Reigns is not my guy.
The head of the table.
He's the head of whichever table you want. Head of mine.
He's the head of everybody's table.
He's gonna need you to say it, Oos.
I ain't gonna say it.
He's gonna need you to say it, Oos.
I ain't gonna say it.
Just say it. Man.
Say it. They need to hear it. I don't want you to say it, Paul. I want him to say it. He needs to say it, Paul. Acknowledge me.
Just like I have
Acknowledge me.
Zero love for Dave Bautista as well. Just don't like him.
Dave. What about in Guardians of the Galaxy? You a fan of him there?
Not really, because I mean, my basic is this.
You don't even like him with the movie?
I hate him personally because He cheated on his wife when she had cancer. My mother passed away due to breast cancer.
That's fair. That's a fair reason, at least.
That's why, as a person,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't like.
No, that one makes sense.
For the Gardens, I like him in Gardens. I don't give him credit.
Yeah,
in Gardens, I like him watching the Gardens stuff. As far as a wrestler, no. His acting's good. I like him in Draft. What I've seen from so far, I give him credit for that. But for me, the person, scumbag. Straight up scumbag.
Fair enough.
I get that.
Roman Reigns, person, probably good guy, whatever. Worker, shit.
Fair enough.
Worker shit.
Like him though because of Heyman.
But Roman can work.
Heyman rub.
No. See, this is the thing though. Okay. Let me
start him making promos better. When's the last time you Roman Reigns?
Do this. You ready? Here we go.
Last 6 months.
Okay, so listen. The thing about the Paul Heyman rub in this case, in this situation, is he's actually not talking for Roman. He's not talking for him. He's actually the thing though. But the thing that
promos for him to help him.
But that comes from everybody. But he had scripted promos before, and they didn't come off like this. It's a different element that he's delivering. And
Heyman's giving him the lines and helping him.
He is. I mean, we don't argue about that.
Right.
I'm not going to argue about that. I'm just telling you on screen, though, to deliver it, because we've had him have lines before. You remember when him and Cena were going head-to-head?
Oh, Cena killed him, and I hate Cena's one.
Right. Do you remember Suffering Succotash, which essentially killed his fucking face career?
Right.
At that one, I would have tried to that heel.
And that was written by Vince.
And that's what I'm saying, though. With stuff like that, when they were trying to push him, like, tremendously, like, you could see them trying to push him a certain way, and he still couldn't deliver it, you know what I mean? Versus now, where it's like, dude, they have Heyman, a lot of the time, Heyman is standing there like, Jesus. Like, with Brock, it was like, ha, 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 my guy. But with Heyman now, it's like, you're being so brutal. Maybe you should just know, Paul. He's got to say that. I don't want you to acknowledge me. He needs to acknowledge me. Like, that kind of stuff where Paul is looking at him like, yo, you're crazy. That shit is getting him over, and that's what's like really selling. It's like Paul's having a hell of an effect. I agree, but it's different. It's not like the typical Heyman push. This has a lot to do with Roman and just what he's delivering, man, because he is showing up. He's
showing up, and I'll give him credit. He's done a great job to get it over as a heel. So I didn't know if he could at times.
I didn't know if he could.
Putting him with Heyman was the best idea they've ever done for his career.
When
that's making him into the guy that when we get fans back to the stands at some point in time, he'll be booed. Hopefully, he won't get cheered. He'll get booed.
I think when it first happened, if we had fans that first night that they cut the camera, he said Paul Heyman's phrase, and Paul standing next to him, like looking at him. Yeah. I think the crowd would have went nuts. I think it would have been the Ziggler pop when he came out with the Money in the Bank. I think it would have been like that. Yeah. But I do think his consistent deeds of dark stuff, I think he's carrying the heel role great. So I think he would be booed tremendously right now. But also it would be like, it's a boo that's like an admirable boo, not just like, God, go away. Because before it was like a go away boo. It was like, God damn it, man, I'm sick of this guy. But even the style, like I know you're saying he has the same moves, and he does. He does a lot of the same move set stuff, but he changes it up, and his pacing is a lot different now too.
And he also doesn't do 20 different Superman punches in one match.
I hated that
you know what I'm saying? He doesn't like that whole Braun Strowman program was goddamn garbage.
Yeah, that was the worst
shit. For both of them. It made them both look fucking stupid.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I absolutely hated it. I'm with y'all on that one. We completely agree there. All right, I got somebody for y'all. I got a question. Hold on, Brent, keep talking for a second. Got another question, but you can go ahead. What do you have to say about? You have anything about Roman?
So speaking of Paul Heyman, how much did I embody Paul Heyman when I was David Troy on the Orange County Independence? Like I've heard people call me the Black Paul Heyman before. How good was I? And how much money did all those independent companies that blackballed me leave on the table because they didn't make me a big managing star?
No offense to you, what I did in the nicest possible way, but that's an instance of poor Paul Heyman.
Yes.
Paul Heyman is like up in here.
A god.
David Troy is like, I mean,
I beg your pardon.
Matt, go lower. Go lower with your lower. There you go. Right
I've managed a champion before.
He needed to
How
get off the
dare
screen.
you?
He couldn't be on the screen with him. It was a problem.
Who is your champion?
Fucking Loco.
Paul wouldn't even have to think about that. He would have known who was champion.
Fucking on
the flea market down the street?
No, from fucking Lucha Pro.
So you had 5 people there.
Whatever, it was a good time.
Were they putting hot dogs?
Whatever was a good time.
Actually,
if you see this, I will laugh.
Actually, when Loco took over the book, he actually paid me cash money.
Oh, okay.
And we actually had bigger crowds there when he took over the book. When Trigger took it back over, that's when it went back to shit.
So you had 10 people then to the 5.
No, we actually had a full fucking house. Like, people actually came to the shows. When Loco,
I don't believe you.
When Loco took over,
you're telling me you were a draw?
When Loco took over, people actually liked what they were seeing. And when Trigger took back over, it went right back to shit because Trigger was too into whatever bullshit politics he's into.
Listen.
What'd you draw? What were you drawing? Like cartoon characters or something?
I don't know the fucking numbers.
Like $5 a person? Like $5?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I forget what it was. I think it was like, kids were like $5 and adults were like 10. But we had a full house. And they were into the shit. Like they were into it.
No,
like it was like night and day. So Trigger Gonzalez was in charge of the book for most of the time at Lucha Pro. Then for a couple of weeks, Loco took over, and almost immediately it spiked.
He didn't.
He put together a nice little program. Almost immediately, it was sold the fuck out, and Trigger and his people didn't like it, and so they switched it back and went right back to shit.
The thing is, he never said that you were trash, Brent. That's not what he said. What he said was, don't ever in your fucking life mention Paul Heyman and then mention yourself. That's what he said.
So, you know what? He
didn't say you were trash. I see you defending yourself, but that's not what he said to you. He said, don't ever in your fucking life mention Paul Heyman and then say David Troy again. That's what he said.
And you know what? I'll humble myself and stand corrected on it. You're right.
That's right.
You know what? Paul Heyman is one of the greatest to ever do it.
So if you want to talk about managing styles for Brent,
Paul Heyman is one of the greatest to ever do it.
Who would you compare him to? Who would you compare him to?
How dare you? How dare you? Walk home. Fucking walk home.
Don't worry, bro. I got you. I'll drive over there.
How dare you? Fucking walk the 25 miles back home.
Mr. Fuji?
I'll take Fuji.
Would that be look better?
Fuji's better.
I think that's offensive to Fuji.
Fucking Harvey Whippleman.
I've seen one of his videos. How did I see that video? Did you show it to me? I've seen one of your videos, I feel like, where you were in the ring. And I don't know why I saw it, or maybe it was a still shot, and then you told me about it. But I've seen you in the ring, standing there. Why did I see that? No, you posted it. It was on Facebook. It was a match. You were on the outside of the ring. You're getting chased around. You're being real crazy. You came out. You said some shit to the crowd. They got mad. And then Kyle came out, I think. I think Kyle was who you were managing at that moment. I think. I could be wrong on that. But, yeah. I remember somebody chasing you around the ring. I think it was on your page. It was like a memory that popped up one day and you posted it.
Probably.
Because that was the only time I'd ever seen you. I took time. I was like, okay, let me see what this motherfucker. He's always talking about Paul Heyman all the time and acting like he was Paul. So let me click on this and see what he's got. And I was like, you are very hateable. I did say that to you. I remember.
All the videos of the shit I have are actually from John Ian, the local independent promoters place. You got to remember, this was a time where like cell phones weren't on every phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
if they were shitty quality.
No, I saw the class. I saw your class. I know it was a long time
ago.
Yeah.
So the other thing that you could do is like bring an actual fucking camera with you, but a lot of people didn't.
No. So that's the thing too. When he was mentioning Kyle for a while, they actually had me record the matches for him too.
Yes.
So that was the funny part, was having to sit there
on Kyle's phone. On Kyle's potato of a camera. Yeah. But it was the only thing we had at the time.
Yeah.
It was fucking no, it was small, but it was shitty. It was handheld.
Small and shitty, not big and like glorious.
You're right.
It's basically you. All right, so stop trying to avoid the elephant in the room. Stop trying to avoid the big elephant in the room, okay? You see the big elephant in the background.
Oh, the background there?
What do you think about this guy finally becoming all elite after all these years of being in WWE.
I mean, what's he gonna do nowadays? I mean,
they said he signed a contract for an in-ring performer as well as a commentator for AEW.
The
other one, yeah, the new one.
AEW Dark, Part 2.
That one, yeah.
It's darker. Yeah, darker and darker.
Right. So Dark is their YouTube show, and then apparently they're doing another YouTube. By the way, their YouTube show, we know some people that are on their YouTube show. So they're doing another YouTube show.
Don't try to distract the audience. I asked you a question about what you thought about this big ass elephant in the room.
As far as the big bit here,
that's right.
I mean, I don't know what he brings to the table. I mean,
is he like the head of the table, or is he like at the foot of the table?
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, no, I mean,
do you think AEW is going to do the TNA thing?
I saw today was fun. From over here, he has a shirt already from AEW.
I'll pull it up. I'll show you.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the background. I saw it earlier.
I've seen it, and it looks like a trashy Walmart fucking shirt from '97.
I was like, what is this?
It looks terrible.
It was bad.
And this is the company that's known as the T-shirt company.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking shitty shirt.
Yeah. I was like, what is this BS?
So my
no pun intended either, by the way.
So my opinion of it is my opinion of it is Show probably is gonna walk away with a bigger bag than he would from WWE.
Yeah.
For
which
sure.
is probably the only reason why he went.
Yep.
But realistically, in terms of what he can do and what he can provide to the company, et cetera,
not much.
He probably should have just gone with the fucking Legends contract and called it a career.
You know he has abs now, right?
Huh?
You know he has abs now, right?
Oh, he got the abs back?
A giant with abs, yeah.
You got the.
By the way, I just want to put out there real quick. I typed in "no more BS," right? And this is what popped up.
This is what that works.
He's literally dead.
That is what popped up on the search.
Nice.
I'm gonna take this out of my background immediately. Hold on.
Right.
So here's the thing with Big Show and AEW.
Don't call him Big Show.
I don't think a lot of wrestling commenters are commenting on. Big Show is a legitimate 7 feet tall.
Right.
Really?
In AEW, everybody is tiny.
I would have never guessed that one.
AEW,
everybody's
the roster, other than Eric Watts and fucking.
No, Watts is there.
He was on a couple Dark episodes at least.
Well, that doesn't count, right?
I don't know if he's. I don't watch Dark. I don't watch Dark, but I've seen him post his matches on Instagram. So other than him and fucking what's the dinosaur? What's Luchasaurus? Everybody else there is fucking 5'8".
No, they got
everybody else there is fucking 5'8".
No, everybody's small, bro.
I forgot.
But from their top guys, everybody is 5'8". Legit.
Yeah. So
he's gonna look.
That's a huge fucking discrepancy.
So that was why I asked the question, because if you're using him as an in-ring talent in AEW, is he not your champion almost immediately? Does he do the giant thing? Does he come over? He's in shape. He's bigger than everybody else there. He's not done. Big Show could, or Paul Wight could do a run. Yeah. It was Brent. No more BS. It's right here. What's wrong with
it? That's such a terrible. Look at that shirt. That's such an awful looking.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna order one of those right now just because I want.
I'm about to.
That's the shirt WWE would give to some jobber, to somebody that came over in the WCW merger. That's the shirt that they would give to Billy Kidman to give him a shirt. Just give him.
By the way,
no more BS. There you go, pal.
I just want to point out. You see this man's arm next to me right here?
Is that a recent shot?
Yeah, this is one of the more recent ones. This is the kind of shape he's in going to AEW. I just want to point that out. So for you to have him come as a in-ring talent, I don't see how you don't end up giving him the title and ending up doing exactly what TNA and Impact did and giving every WWE guy that comes in that's a big legend a title run. They're going to end up doing the same thing. Watch. I almost bet money that Big Show's going to, damn it, Paul White's going to end up with the title. Somehow.
The only thing that strikes against him in terms of winning the title is his age. Realistically, though, in a fight, he should. Now that's always been the issue with Giants.
Yep.
Like is technically those Giants, quote unquote, should always be the champion.
Brent,
now
who can he wrestle?
The thing is, up until about the Big Show era, most Giants were purposely kept away from the championship. They purposely didn't fight the champion for that very reason. Now, Show's different. He came up in a different era. He's got his height thing under control. He's already lived longer than a lot of the other Giants have in the past. Right. So, like, he's in a different shape. But at the same time, he's not the Big Show going up against 6 foot tall guys. Even WWE doesn't have a whole bunch of 6 foot tall guys anymore, and that was the land of the fucking Giants.
Bro, even in the land of the Giant, it was only Undertaker and Kane.
5 guys.
Right, it was only Undertaker and Kane really that used to take titles off the Big Show, and Stone Cold. Like those kind of people, it had to be like elite.
Well, The Rock, they had The Rock throw fucking Big Show around like he was 200 pounds, and that shit always aggravated me.
I don't understand that at all.
That shit always. Oh, he got it for the rock bottom. Really? He's barely holding him. How the fuck?
How is he getting him off the ground? With that motion, so the
he still that Rumble, right?
He did win that Rumble. Big Show did win that Rumble. Yes, he did.
Rock won it.
Big Show won that fucking Rumble. Rock's feet touched.
So if we're talking about Kid Me, The Rock won that Rumble. If we're talking about adult Trey, Big Show definitely won that Rumble. The Rock's feet hit the ground.
Fucking Rumble.
Now, mind you, they did not have video evidence technically, but you can tell. No. Hold on, time out. You never see it. It's just like this. It's right under the camera. You can tell that it hit, but you can't technically see it. You just see his feet jack back up immediately, and that's because they smacked the ground. But you can't see it. You never actually see it. So I don't know. I think The Rock won.
He didn't win that yet. Nothing matters. And then I went to that WrestleMania 2000. It was terrible.
I thought that was gonna be the dopest event ever, and then it just was not at all. I thought it was gonna be. That was the Fatal 4-Way.
WrestleMania 2000 for me.
I was there too.
No one's talking to you. Mind your business.
That's fair. That's very fair.
But no, so
that's my fucking show, my fucking house.
I did your podcast. There you go. Yeah, they should give it to you.
My fucking camera. My fucking booze.
I silent.
The fucking Jack, asshole.
Your fucking booze.
So shut up.
Yeah, no more BS, Brent.
Exactly. I paid for the Jack, son of a bitch.
Oh, you're gonna pay for the Jack.
I did pay for the Jack. Pay for the right prostate even too, on temporal. But when I went to 2000, the only redeeming qualities for me was that Triangle Ladder match with the W titles and Christian.
That match was great. Wait, whoa. You can't just put that out there glossy like that was just something to gloss over. Wait a second. That match was crazy. That
match was insane. I remember it was nuts. I was with my buddy Evan. We actually were buying merch. Because during the Hardcore Battle Royal was going on that time before that match happened. So I was buying some merch right now. We can and stuff. So we're buying merch.
Y'all weren't in the arena?
Upstairs. We were in the 400 section at the top of the Honda Center.
Yeah.
So we had to go all the way upstairs from the bottom floor back to the top. Jeez. And we're sitting
you were on the bottom floor too?
What we're buying merch.
No, I mean your seats.
No, we're on the 400s.
Okay.
So back to the 400 section. And we're sitting there, and the Dudleys side cut the promo before the match. And we're let's see, pre-taped whatever. Then next thing we know, as we go up the stairs, we hear the bomb still off. We're just like, oh fuck. So now it's like double time up the fucking stairs, back to the fucking seats, and we sit down right when the match is about to start. So we sat through that, and it was just an amazing match. I loved that match.
That's nuts.
It was Taker. That was the Mania that you missed.
I just wanted to show that because I hated that beard.
Right?
That's a nasty beard.
And then I always liked the Jericho, Benoit angle triple threat.
That was a better match than it should have been.
The Euro and the XLs. Yeah, it was.
That was a better match than it should have been.
None of the guys were established as big time players yet.
No.
But when you watch the match live, we're watching it live with Evan, I remember saying that match was a very good match, and give those guys a year or two, and someone will be on top.
And I wasn't a fan of any of those guys.
And I loved Benoit.
But they were all legendary.
And I still to this day, one of the biggest Benoit fans ever. Yes, I know what he did about the whole, let's Don't do the afterlife. We don't do family videos, blah, blah, blah. Leave it out the door. As far as in-ring talent.
Are we talking about player one?
Yes.
I don't know anything about player one. User one.
As far as talent with him, with Benoit and stuff, I love Benoit in the ring.
We're talking about Vacant? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Vacant.
Listen, I agree.
You ever go on the network and see Benoit matches that show up as like The Rock competes in a
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
For a while, you couldn't search it at all. Like
Right?
you still can't search it technically, but like for a while, they just would like not even mention the match at all. They would just take the match off, so then you'd be watching the pay-per-view.
It's still up there as like Eddie Guerrero competes in a match.
No. That wasn't there before though. Originally, it was Eddie Guerrero competes against Benoit was nothing. So it would just be timestamps, and it'd be a big space, and then it would be the next timestamp, whatever the next thing.
Wow,
that's how they originally did it.
So it took them a couple of months or a couple of years to figure out competes in a match.
Yeah, right. AJ's face makes it time to find out lie right now.
That should go on the IG too.
AJ's face is just like I don't know. He looks like he's taking a dump or something. It's weird.
This is the last time we're doing Skype.
Greatest episode ever.
Fucking last time we're doing Skype.
What did you? Okay, wait. What do you think about since COVID and all that shit happened, Matt? What did you think about like these kind of matches? These kind of matches here.
I didn't mind it. I honestly thought that was the best way to use Taker for Mania this year.
Completely agree.
He can't go in what he used to, and a theater style match like this was perfect.
I thought.
And I know AEW's going to run this Sunday for the pay-per-view. They're having Sting wrestle at 61 years old or whatever it is. I am praying.
Wait, Sting's wrestling, you said?
He took a powerbomb.
I mean, powerbomb was fun.
From our boy Cage.
GMSI. So.
From our boy Brian Cage.
But I'm just praying because I cannot see Sting last more than 5 minutes in a match. Like, let him do a theater-style street fight with those guys on Sunday night. If they have an actual match, it's going to suck.
Yeah,
if you do a theater match of this for Sting, no problem.
Oh, yeah, Sting could kill a theater match.
If you're going to do an actual match on Sunday for him?
Well, you never saw Sting's made-for-TV movie that he did when he was in WCW, did you?
What did you just say?
Did you see this?
I don't know what the hell you just said. I know you didn't actually just say to tell me.
So Sting, when he was in WCW, did a made-for-TV movie where he played a cop.
Now you got to show.
And it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. And it's called, hold on, there's a pic from it right now.
Nah, it's okay.
Fucking what the hell? Hold on, where's his IMDb? There's his IMDb. Steve Borden.
Why are you saying his
did
government
a movie?
Like don't be disrespectful.
He did a movie. Where is it? Oh, filmography. He did a movie on TNT. In like 90 with like Daisy Fuentes.
What?
Yes, Daisy Fuentes was his love interest.
Throwback.
Let's just say I don't know who that is. I have no idea who Daisy. Oh, I should have been right here the whole time.
Daisy, you don't know who Daisy? She was like one of the first hot ass MTV girls.
Look, man, I don't know names.
Speed.
You know damn well I don't know names.
Speed was the name of the movie. It was called Shutter Speed. Yes, with Daisy Fuentes. Look up Shutter Speed, all one word on YouTube. That shit is fan-fucking-tastic how bad it is. Oh!
All right.
He is off.
Is it worth it Saved by the Bell?
No. No.
Sorry, were you watching Saved by the Bell before you met you earlier, dude? And I watched the first 5 minutes.
The new one? Okay. Got it.
I watched the first 5 minutes and read it. I'm like, dude, shut it off. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I was like, no.
Brent was like, no, we must watch it. All right, guys, I got another topic. I need to know your thoughts on this. Are we ready?
Sure.
Okay. Oh. I thought...
The Almighty.
It's about time, honestly.
The Almighty.
Like, I mean, for Lashley to finally come back and get a push that he deserves.
Bro.
I love when a year ago he was with Lana. Bro. And in a stupid storyline like that, to a year later being the champ.
Oh, don't forget his sisters.
Yeah, the sisters and everything else. I'm trying to. Thank you.
I am so happy.
Just to see him with the belt, I was like, he deserves it. Like
a real belt.
Yeah, an actual title, not the TNA title.
An MMA fighter, a heavyweight, pure heavyweight who has a better physique than Brock Lesnar has and has a better record in MMA than Brock Lesnar has, to finally get a real push in WWE.
To be
relax.
fair,
I know it's not UFC. Relax. Calm down.
Shut
up. I know.
Still, I mean, Lashley to me, I've
but
always
it's not
felt
Paul
like
Heyman, David Troy's separation, is what I'm saying. It's not like that.
He's here, and then Troy's not here, right?
Exactly. Do you okay?
He's the crotch lover.
Right, exactly. Crotch level. That's exactly. Well, let me ask you this side note real quick though, Brent. Just because you said that, do you think that Lesnar would actually beat Lashley in an MMA fight?
Ooh.
Because the way you said that as if
I'd pay to see it.
I would definitely.
Now, I don't know.
Then.
Now, maybe not.
Let's go then. Both at their peak.
Both at their peak?
Mm-hmm.
I think Lashley.
I still think Lashley.
Brock was a fucking beast.
He was a beast, but if you put Brock on his back,
Brock was a fucking animal.
And Lashley has that wrestling background too that he will help him out.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't know. Now, I would give it to Lashley. 10, even 5 years ago, I don't know.
I'm still going Lashley because I feel like Lashley is not scared of Brock. Most people were getting in the ring with Brock like
I'm sure he's not. But
he's been wanting Brock on one of the levels. Like I feel like he low-key went into MMA because Brock went into MMA. Like I want this guy. I'm gonna find him. I didn't get him in WWE when I wanted him originally. They didn't give him to me. So then he went to MMA. Okay, I'm gonna go train MMA. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna come back again because I want Brock. Like that's been his wish. He wants him. Like I think he's wanted him for a long time. So I don't know. I'm team Lashley on this one. I got to stop blocking his face so we can see that victorious championship face for a second.
I'd have to see Lashley. I mean, it'd be a good fight. I would love to see it.
It's hard. It's hard to argue. It's hard. I
Jake Hager.
I can't give you that answer.
See, but here's my thing though.
I can't argue your point.
Here's my thing though. Are we doing 3 5-minute rounds or 5 5-minute rounds? Is that good? If it's a longer fight, it's Lashley.
Yeah, Lashley for sure.
I'll
say 3. Let's say 3. Let's say 3 because neither one of them. Well, 3? Brock was champion. So
yeah, but I feel the longer Brock would be in a fight, he would get gassed. Where Lashley's in better shape and can go a longer distance time wise.
But Brock's not going to let it go too long.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
How can he stop him? Brock wasn't a submission.
With his fists. Brock has ham bone ass fists.
He does.
On the end of his tree trunk ass arm.
He has giant fists. That is true. But I also watched this man get beat in a circle. Now, mind you, that was after diverticulitis or whatever that stomach thing he had. So I get it. We're talking about
that one fight at the beginning of his career where he got tripped, where he got dropped. He got a drop toe hold and
because he got overly aggressive. That's exactly what it was. Frank Mir caught his ass on the heel hook and he couldn't get out of it. So I just think about his carelessness and the reckless abandon he had because he was going up against smaller people. When you look at him going up against who was it? Overeem? He went up against Overeem when he, or was it? Oh no, it was damn, what's the big steroid dude? Shit. Man.
Jones?
Chill. Don't do that. Do not do that. Brent, I'll punch you in the face.
Bones Jones?
Don't talk about Bones like that. Yeah, don't disrespect Jones like that. I will knee you, elbow you, I'll poke you in the eye. Like I'll do everything Jones does. Don't play with me.
Disrespect the motherfucker. How many times is the motherfucker getting popped for shit?
It was a long time ago.
How many times? How many
as a heavyweight
times ago?
As a heavyweight, never.
Yeah.
Not once as a heavyweight. But not because when he went up, I think it was Alistair Overeem. Yeah, when he went up against Overeem when he was on roids and he was super big, Brock didn't come with that crazy reckless abandon that he was doing against those smaller heavyweights, and that's what he would have to do with Lashley. That's why I don't think he would have. I think it would have been a beatdown because he wasn't a technical boxer. The way he stood, the way he fought, everything was weird from Brock. So I don't know. I don't see it. I just don't see him dominating Lashley like that. But that's just me.
I absolutely don't think it'll be a dominant thing.
No.
I think Lashley would. I think Lesnar rather would go for the quick thing. I don't know if necessarily be dominant. He would go for the fast. He would go for the fast. Yeah.
I think it's disrespectful that we're sitting here talking about Brock Lesnar when I got a Lashley picture up, by the way. This is dirty. I don't want to talk about him anymore. This is Lashley.
In terms of Lashley winning the championship, it was really the only thing WWE
could do.
For the good of the belt could do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They booked themselves into a corner.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
And they've done this
one though. I still like the Miz one. I know you hated it, but I like the Miz one, and I liked that he lost it almost immediately. I'm not even mad at it.
I'm not even mad at it. Lost it immediately.
I'm not even mad at it. And the way he beat McIntyre, it gave McIntyre the same kind of like he got destroyed by Lashley. He did not get destroyed by Miz, and he got destroyed by Lashley at the Elimination Chamber. So it made him look super strong. Didn't take anything away from him. It gave Miz a second title run, which he needed for his legacy's sake. I think he needed for him to say, because like that one time, all you have is The Rock, right? You say, okay, that was The Rock and Cena. He was just a piece of that. For people like me to actually stand,
he was just a piece of this.
He was. But that's the thing. History will forget that. They'll just say he was a 2-time world champion. A lot of people will just say he was a 2-time world champion.
Now the only issue I have with Lashley as champion right now is
into a bunch of Intercontinental people.
No, is the fact that we're this close to Mania, and Vince will want to put the belt right back on Drew, and Drew as champion should get more credit than he probably does.
Do you think he's put it back on Drew?
Yes, and that's the only problem I have with this is that
this ain't Kofi. You think so?
Is that I feel like if you're gonna give it to Lashley, you should give it to Lashley for an extended period of time. Particularly with the Hurt Business at full strength.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like they're gonna shortchange it and switch the belts at Mania.
I actually disagree with you on this one. I think Vince was out in the Black Lives Matter movement last year. I think he was marching because Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble. No. Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble. I did not see that coming. They had a perfect setup.
She was supposed to.
No.
Especially after the Rumble she had last year. Right. Last year's Women's Rumble was amazing.
You're not hearing me. It doesn't matter. She's not supposed to because it's WWE. And she's black. They don't ever pick the person. They could have gave it to
Rhea.
To Rhea. She was the one. That's who they normally do. That I was sitting there. I was watching the fight. I'm watching it with Pittsburgh. I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, they gonna give it to Rhea. I was like, there's no way they're giving this to Bianca. I was like, if they give this to Bianca, I'm gonna be blown away. And then when Charlotte got pumped out, I was like, okay. I'm like, Charlotte's gone. Technical difficulties. What's going on here? What did he do to you, Brent? What'd you do to him? Leave him alone. What'd you do, Brent?
I'm killing him. I'm killing him softly with his song.
No, but with Rhea, when I saw her come out, I said, oh shit. And then they eliminated Charlotte. I said, it would be awesome for them to give this to Bianca. It's her time. I feel like it's right for her. But this is typically where they go with whoever the hot white girl is at the moment, or the hot white guy is at the moment. Like whoever's got that little bit of heat, or not hot, but their person. You know what I'm saying? They always push their person forward in that situation. So I was shocked. And then in the men's rumble, who got really really close? It was another. It was Lashley. Lashley was the one. He got a late push in the match, but then he got eliminated like 5 or something.
He came in hot and he got eliminated pretty quick.
He was last 5, but he didn't make it to the top 4, I don't think, in this particular match. So I was mad because I thought it was going to be his Rumble, to be honest with you. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, at least they made up for the BS they pulled. So I don't know. I have a feeling that Vince is going to give him a run. I think they're legit because he loves MVP. Like Vince is a MVP fan. I don't know what MVP has done to make him love him so much.
You know what MVP did? You know what he fell on the grenade and dated Sherry Shepherd 10 years ago. He went on the fucking View 10 years ago. That's what he did.
Listen, man. All I know is Lashley is a champion, and I love it. Is Brock Lesnar coming somehow, by the way? Do we think Brock Lesnar is going to pop up and we're going to follow him?
I don't think so.
No?
If he was, we'd see him already in the lead up to Mania.
Well, but hold on. But we did not see Lashley coming either in this particular situation. We didn't see Miz coming. We didn't see Lashley coming.
The hope for Lesnar coming back will die at Fastlane.
Yep.
If Lesnar isn't back by Fastlane, he's not coming back.
That's fair.
All right. So we're at the 2-hour point already.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. let's do fuck yous and good vibes only if you got any. Let's start with the guest. Maddie, you got any fuck yous of the week?
Not for the week, but just
or fuck yous. You got any fuck yous?
I'll give a fuck you. Well, not a fuck you, but maybe like I work retail right now, so I'm in the pandemic, all that bullshit. I went to the grocery store. When you fuckers come in at night at like 10:50, 10:55 to my meat department and expect me to have stuff prepped and ready to go, and we're out of it, and then you bitch at me for no reason why I'm out of it, stop thinking what time it is. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm closing in 5 minutes. Don't come to me and be like, hey, can I get some more ground beef for you guys out for that? Yeah, I'm out for that. I'm sorry. Well, can you make some more? No! I'm fucking closed, alright? My shit is clean. Don't bother me anymore. We have stuff in the case. That's it, exactly. That's what it is, But no, people all the time at the end of my nights, You're out of this, I did some more. No, I'm out till tomorrow. Well, why? It's 10:55 at night. What the fuck do you invest for so late at night? If you go to a restaurant, same damn thing. You order for that night, we're out. Well, why? Well, gee, we close in 5 or 10 minutes.
Yep.
If you don't like it, come in earlier.
Yep.
We're open all fucking day till 11 o'clock.
No, if you don't like it, fuck you.
Exactly. You don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah.
Get out.
There you go. I like
also,
that.
Also, my other fuck you. Nikki.
Yes.
Just wanted you to know, still love you.
That's what we're here for.
But fuck you for being on before me. I hate your frosty tip hair.
Nikki's about to phone in right now.
And for the record, stop telling people I'm fucking married. Because I'm not. And Nicole says when we see you next time, she'll deal with you in person.
Oh, shit. Hey, Nikki.
You heard it first. Brother.
And that's a shoot.
Straight like that. I like that. Hey, that's how you deliver a fuck you for the week.
That's what I like. Fuck you. That's fantastic. Fuck you.
What's up? What's up? You ready?
Any fuck yous?
You ready, B? I'm gonna start saying it to you like you're Beyonce.
I don't really have any.
I got one.
Go for it.
Definitely got one. All right, so my fuck you of the week goes to whatever the hell tried to kill me last week. I don't know what you were. I don't know where you came from, you piece of shit, cold, flu, half corona, not corona tested, whatever you were that tried to murder me. But fuck you, because I didn't deserve that. I was on a good run. My life was going well. And then you just dropped a ton of bricks on my head, gave me a headache for days, made my stomach sick, gave me a bloody mouth, Brent. A bloody mouth.
That's my job.
Okay, relax. I still don't know what that is. I still don't know what happened. But nonetheless, I'm better now. And I'm here to tell you, if you ever show your terrible looking face around here again, I will fuck you up. And I will take you to Brent's house to sleep with him. You got it? So fuck you, whatever you were.
That's the privilege.
Hey, you know what it actually was though, dude? It was just Brent trying to get you sick. That's all it was.
Probably.
Brent was his Parmesan, didn't make, trying to get you do some voodoo, get you a little sick,
You know how you look into the sun too long and then like your eyes hurt? I think I've been around Brent too much, and that was the like effect of it. Like it all came out at once. It was like overexposure to radiation.
You know what, Trey? Get out.
I'm trying to feel a little
get out of your house. You done? Is you finished or is you done?
I was listening to Birdman's quotes in my head. I was trying to figure out what to say next, and then like I just saw him get up and leave. That's what made me laugh. So I'm like, you know what?
My fuck you of the week can be found on my Instagram page at Surreal200. I had two fuck yous that are on the IG videos on Surreal200 on Instagram. They're about the gym. Fuck you about the gym.
For the gym?
Jim, what gym did you?
Good vibes only.
One more time for the good vibes. I just need you to see that one.
See, that's one of those. That's one of those things that was on like a ghetto ass T-shirt in 1993.
And early 2000s, early 2000s too.
With Tweety and like a Scully and like some baggy pants.
Right, I buy it.
Yeah, I had the Warner Brothers shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have you seen the post, Warner Brother? I had
Taz, Bugs, and I think Daffy.
My shit was hard. That shit was gangster.
Good vibes.
On the good vibes.
Good vibes. Something we want to uplift for the week. Good vibes. Good vibes. Who's got Maddie? You got some good vibes? Something you want to uplift for the week?
I'll give a good vibe actually. Excuse me.
Tell you what, you take your time on that one. Trey, you got a good vibe you wanna hit us with?
Yeah, give me a second though. You go ahead. If you have one on deck. If not, then you guys
okay. So
if you got it, go ahead, Matt.
My good vibe. Shout out to one of my good friends, Aileen. She just recently had back surgery a couple weeks ago. It's some major back surgery. She had some problems with her disc and stuff. So she's been at home the last couple of weeks. I haven't seen her in a while. Just give me a good shout out. Hope you're doing good. Me and the phone miss you. Hope you're doing good. Look forward to seeing you soon. Get your back healthy. And tell your husband to help you out in the house some more. And you're ready because I'm going to beat him up in fantasy football later this year. So if he cries, I'm sorry. That's
Lots
love,
of love.
Guys.
Lots of love sent from the How Do We Even Get Here podcast, you too. Speedy recovery.
Yes.
Because that's no joke. Back surgery is real.
Oh, she's got major back surgery. She's got a rod in her back right now. She's got to learn to walk and everything.
Yeah, back shit is different. And that sounds even worse than regular back surgery. So that's, yeah.
She's been up in the house for a while. But no, she's a good person.
Good vibes. I like it.
That's good.
Yep. My good vibes.
Go ahead, Glasses.
My good vibes go to the manufacturers of weed. It's gotten me through this week in a major way. Just in a major way, edifying my life in ways that I knew I've experienced before, but just this past week I experienced them even more so. And here's one thing about weed that many people don't think about. Many people with weed, they think about, when you get the munchies, right? You want something greasy or something fattening or something sweet or whatever. Here's the thing about weed. Weed makes anything taste better. You smoke weed before you eat a salad, that's the best salad you've ever had in your fucking life. So,
is that right?
So if you're going on a diet with some shit that, you like but don't necessarily love, or you miss something that you pass a greasy spoon or whatever the fuck, right? You want to have something else, right? Like for some reason last week I was smelling fucking KFC biscuits around Long Beach. I don't know why. I don't know what was burning in the air that made me smell KFC biscuits, but it was literally all over the fucking place as I was driving through.
Kept breaking his apartment and leaving little crumbs in his nostril while he slept.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it was. But I came. But I came back to the house, no biscuits in hand, and ate myself a chicken breast and fucking cauliflower and broccoli after smoking weed, and that was the best cauliflower and fucking broccoli and chicken breast I ever had in my goddamn life. So shout outs to the manufacturers of weed, the solution to all of life's problems. And a key component to your dietary supplement.
Can I jump in on your good vibes a little bit before I give mine?
Sure.
I will give vibes that are good as well with Brent on this topic because I had these edibles that were given to me. Shouts to Faith. I had these edibles and they were ridiculous. These things, put it like this. I've never had such a thing in my life. They're my favorite ones I've ever had. Like, I kept the bag. I'm going to buy more of them because I'm going to find them online and I'm going to order them. But the point being, I had an ice cream cone. I had a Haagen-Dazs bar. And I didn't realize the edible had hit. This Haagen-Dazs bar was the largest Haagen-Dazs bar that I've ever had. And every time I bit it, it came back. And it lasted for 4 hours straight. And I just kept eating it, and the ice cream didn't melt, and it was delicious, and it was just the most beautiful thing ever.
I'd say, how good was it?
Oh, it was the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life. It was perfect temperature. I kept forgetting I was watching TV because the Haagen-Dazs was so good. I was like, good ass Haagen-Dazs. And I was like, I love this. Oh my God. And I ate it. I'm like, oh God, this is so good. And I forget it was in my hand. And I look back over. I'm like, oh, you're still here. And I eat it again. But apparently I'm taking like these tiny, tiny bites, but they're the most delicious bites I've ever had in my life. So everything, it was the biggest Haagen-Dazs bar ever. And I had to say shouts to edibles because I swear it was this long. Like the Haagen-Dazs was like a controller length. Every time I looked over at it, I'm like, how does it keep getting bigger? Like I keep eating it, but it's not going nowhere. It was amazing.
That's what she said.
That is exactly what she said.
Not to Brent, though.
Not to Brent. Definitely not to Brent, but to others. To others.
I will murder you where you sit.
I would love to see you try.
And for my good vibes, I have to, for my good vibes personally, that was just piggybacking off Brent's, but for my good vibes, I have to shout out all the people that checked in on me last week because, you know, when you sick,
you're welcome.
You were one of them. Yeah, you're definitely one of them. I tell you all the time, Brent's a sweetheart. You know, y'all should really give him lots of love because he's the sweetest man. He's just a darling. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to shout out anybody else. I'm just going to shout out Brent. Good vibes go to this darling-hearted sweetness of a human. You know, he's like, you know, the little pink sweet and low packets that they keep on the side of the table for the coffee and shit. That's Brent. Brent's just a sweet and low packet. You know, when I look at him, all I see is sugar. You know, he's got so much sugar in his tank. It's like, you know,
I'm an asshole. Stop it.
So anyway, other than that, sweetheart. Yeah, other than that little sugar pie over there, there was so many people that checked in on me and gave me love from all.
Obviously.
Yeah, more important people. You know, not just the little honeypot over
there.
Not
the bottom feeders, not the. You know.
Yeah. It's different tiers. You know, like they up here and Brent's like.
So Brent was not here, so she's below right. Still, right?
I'm right here.
No, you're
right here. I'm in the room.
No, you're right there.
I can hear the conversation.
That's that.
Shot really awkward.
Had to check his tax returns. I don't know how he's hearing this conversation. He shouldn't be able to hear this. But yeah, I had a lot of love, man. I had people from my old jobs hitting me up, asking about me and shit. And what was weird was I didn't really go online telling people that I was sick. They just happened to be hitting me up, and then it was like, oh, well, I'm sick. And then they made it a point to hit me up like every single day. Like, yo, hope you're feeling better. You need anything? Da da da. I'm like, damn. All right, people fuck with me. So good vibes to y'all because y'all know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all, everybody that out there looks for me to be okay. Because a lot of people were asking, like, you know, is a podcast okay? Because we don't want Brent to have to do it alone. And I was like, I get it. I'll get back. So, yeah, they didn't want that. And I get it. So.
All right, stop it. We're shutting this whole thing down.
What do you know, I'm still like a big majority of the screen. People will still see me. You just blocked yourself. This is a split screen, Brent. I like your Inspector Inspector Gadget shirt, by the way.
Inspector Gadget RoboCop shirt.
Oh, is there RoboCop up there too?
He's in the RoboCop stance.
I also have never seen RoboCop.
Wow. I thought I was doing big business. So one of the things I'm gonna do is on my YouTube channel is I'm gonna do long overdue movie reviews.
Oh, I've seen them.
So Max has a whole bunch of movies I've never seen before.
That's what I'm doing. I was gonna say shouts to the streaming services because, like I said, I watched 8 million shows this week. Oh, I started Just Mercy today, by the way. I haven't finished it yet. I'll probably finish it tonight, but I still haven't seen that yet with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Go ahead and knock that off, too. Like, it's right there. Why not? Let's go ahead and watch it. I'm just clicking. I'm actually using my queue, Brent. Can you believe it? You know how everybody has their My List and no one uses it?
Yeah.
I'm using it. I'm taking stuff off. I'm like,
look at you.
I know. I'm an adult. It's so weird. It's so weird. You. I thought I was a toddler, but I realized in this moment, I grew up this week. I did. Look at this. This is real. I didn't even know how to put it there. Popped out on its own.
All right, Maddie. As we wrap this thing up, is there anything else you want to say? Are there any other stories? You know how many stories we have, or you probably have of me?
I have too many stories in general, but I can't share some because I get in trouble. Like legit in trouble.
Those are the ones you need to share.
Smart man.
Those are the ones you need to come back and share.
Brent's not the kind of friend you want to talk to.
Like, actually, I got stories about my old jobs to order Vons and shit too.
See.
And I'll tell you this one. I don't know. So years ago, I took to Vons, and the meeting there, and my buddy was the manager at the time. One day, we get a phone call from this dude, and he just starts talking to us like off the phone, whatever. Not asking for me, nothing like that. Just talking crazy. So hang up the phone, like whatever, leave it alone. He calls back, and we're like, what the fuck? So I start talking to him for a few minutes, and he's totally either off his meds or something we knew at the time, whatever. We don't know. So I talked to him for 3 minutes on the phone. This guy would call every day for weeks. Like every day, like 100 times a day. Call the store buttons constantly. So my buddy Steve one day we started getting a notebook out and we dictate all the times he calls us. It's suspicious. So the week or so later he calls us and he goes, hey, I have a proposition for you. I'm just like, what the fuck? So we started using false names. My buddy's name was Johnny Rocket. And then I call myself Michael Myers. So he would call and he'd ask literally for Johnny Rocket or Michael Myers. So if you want to talk to him, we would.
Michael Myers, also a former wrestler at M1W.
Yes, but not before I met Mike.
And Mach 1 Wrestling.
But so anyway, so he calls all the time.
Shout outs to Mike Myers.
So he calls all the time and bugs us, and this is getting annoying. So he calls us one day and we're like, all right, what's your deal? Like, what are you trying to offer us? So basically what happened was the guy was calling because he wanted to offer my friend and I some money to go find some kid that narked on him and allegedly got him locked up in prison.
Oh, shit.
And my boss looks at me and goes, what the is going on? Hold on. So we're sitting here and we're just like,
I have a question.
This is getting crazy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
So we hear the phone. Like, dude, you will never believe what just happened. He goes, what? I told him, he goes, document it. We write it down. He calls back and goes, I'm serious. And we're just like, dude, this is getting really fucking creepy right now. Like, no. Hang up the phone. So he stopped for a day or two. I'm at work one night. You're to leave the store with my buddies to the Angels game one night. And I answer the phone, and all I hear is, did you miss me, Johnny Rocket? And I'm like, oh, hell no. This motherfucker calling again? And I'm like, what do you want? My offer still stands if you guys want to take me up on it. And I'm just like, well, what's your offer? He offered us $50,000 a piece. Go find this kid.
Hey, you still got his number?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry.
I mean that sounds useful.
Yeah. So
Are you trying to do the podcast a little different next week?
On him that he probably doesn't even know or whatever. So like, he calls me and tells me this, and I'm like, all right, this is getting ridiculous. So we called the cops the next day when we were at work, and said, hey, Denver to talk to you. The cops came. He called the store when the cops were there. The police. Now you figure a normal person would be like, okay, if there's cops there, like, we don't, yeah, exactly, thank you. We didn't stop. No. He called and thought we were messing with him. And was some of the cops, oh, you're just messing with me, like, whatever. So, like, we finally believe in the store, a couple of chances and stuff and whatnot, but this dude kept calling the store, and it got up to, like, a couple $100,000 at one point in time, my buddy was saying, and shit. And going to the cops, we're like, here's all the info we have. We don't know what's going on, but this is getting too ridiculous. Like, please, just, let's stop us. We don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they ever found him or what, but this dude was, like, legit a psycho.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it was just funny because we kept getting calls every day at the store, and our manager would screen our phone calls after a while, and he'd recognize the voice and hang up on him. So it was that bad.
So here's my question.
Okay.
You said, what did the kid narc on him for?
I'm assuming.
What was his crime?
I don't know what it was, but he had told us at one point that he was banned from Chuck E. Cheese and libraries, and couldn't go within 500 feet of a public school.
So a song piracy then.
Yeah, something or whatever. But like, we were just like, we said that, we were like, all right, that's done. Like, we can
like enough playing with this guy.
Like, yeah, well, okay, we've got to get this guy reported. This is getting ridiculous.
That's unfortunately exactly what I thought you would say.
Yeah, dude. Okay, all I did was for this guy to show up there and have us be popped or whatever, and we were like, no. So our thought was, well, if we don't invent to leave the money somewhere, get the money, and then turn around and call the cops afterwards and report him.
Can you take out this kid who narked on me?
Yeah, it was like that.
He said he wouldn't tell, but then he went and told.
Yeah. It was like, bro, come on.
He also told me he was in the 5th grade and he was really in the 7th grade. Can you fucking go and find this fucking kid for me?
I kept wanting to hear like, hi, this is Chris Hansen on them from MSNBC or whatever. They want to be like, what the fuck? But it was like the trippiest thing to do before my life.
Oh my!
That's some trippy shit.
It was bad.
Matt, we have to have you on more to tell more of these types.
Oh, we got stories I haven't talked about. We got so-called wrestlers like we haven't even touched on, dude.
Oh,
we have so-called
Chris Hansen
one
on them from Joe NBC. Must be a lot of what? Oh man.
So many wrestling stories. So many people that have gone on to go into WWE. So many people that have gone on to have allegations put against them.
Oh yeah.
So many people who have gone on to different aspects of life.
Did you see that he was actually put for a show?
I did see that.
For abusive woman for that allegedly?
Some kind of women's show.
Yeah. And I
did see that, which is why I never, and The Rock means
never
ever
hear my name associated with the word blackballed from wrestling ever. And The Rock again means ever again.
Yeah, I saw that one the other day and I was just like, wow, really?
Ever again.
I was like, that's a little extreme there, but okay.
All I really did was voice my opinion. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Well, a couple things more, but not like that motherfucker. Anyway.
Of the bunch, whatever. Nothing for me. Nothing that I just started talking crazy, so I hang up the phone. He calls back, like, what the fuck? So for a few months, and it's just...
No, dude, it was like...
Take a screenshot of that! Dude. Put that shit on the IG.
I took a couple already. I posted.
It was pure entertainment at work. Because there were days we had nothing to do, and we were like, I hope he calls, just to have something to do for a little bit.
Oh, my God.
And like I said, the fact that he offered us cash money made it even better. Because it's like, he's straight up talking about this, and I'm just like, okay, I'll take this out to did the money and not get caught. And get him in trouble still.
Your stories, Maddie.
And, like, get out of there, dude. Like, straight up. It was like, we can work this out, and my buddy was like, dude, I am down to make the drive to Oceanside wherever he lives, like he says, and get the money and run. Like, straight up. We were like, there's no problem.
Get the money and run. I can't knock him for that.
This is why I love this guy. Fucking Maddie, everybody. Maddie, where can I find you? You want to be found on social media?
I keep myself to social media.
Keep yourself.
What's up with all your friends being like incognito at the end? They're like, nah, don't mention. My guys were like, the two ladies was like, yo.
You heard the stories they have to tell. They want to be on the fucking radar. They don't, know.
That's fair.
They want to be off the fucking radar. They want to be off the grid.
I mean, the photo that I have above me now makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
This is exactly what the AJ Styles and Undertaker photo look like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right?
Where can they find you, Brent?
I did in trouble for that shit.
You can find me at Surreal469 on everything. SURREAL, the numbers 469. You can also find me on Instagram if you want to talk shit about me working out. And my food, you can. It's on Instagram. I am. You can go on Instagram. Go to Surreal200. SURREAL. The numbers 200 because that's essentially the goal weight of what I think I would look like best with some muscle, and my height range is around 200. Is where you can find me. Where can they find you, Trey?
You can find me on the How Did We Even Get Here podcast. Look at me just leaning back into it. This is where I am all the time. I'm going to put my feet up. There they go. That's right in the camera. You can't even see them. No, you can find me at 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube because YouTube hates me. But if you do want to find me on YouTube, it's TRE72289 on YouTube. Though I really don't post anything anymore, so it's kind of pointless. So yeah, just 1989 TRE on everything.
Why does YouTube hate you so much, man?
I don't know. Brent is the reason, really. He got one of my songs flagged. Yeah, he kept using one of my songs, and then after like 10 years, they came and pulled one of my records down because of Brent.
Listen,
I blame Brent for that.
Listen. Listen,
my page was
I gave you the most crucial thing that any local wrestling promoter can give another person: exposure.
Oh, it's my mom. Wait a second. Hold on.
Exposure. Oh,
hold on.
Of course, it wouldn't be a recording of the show without somebody calling you.
Hey, Mom, I'm recording the podcast. You want to say anything to the people?
Shout out to Trey's mom.
No.
Someone always calls him.
She hung up. We almost made it. This was a long episode.
We almost got there.
Almost made it. We're already in intro.
Got there.
Hey,
someone always calls him during the recording of the show, and they never want to talk.
Well, they're just not calling you.
Anyway, you can find us at our best place to find us.
Where can they find us, Brent?
The best place to find us is on our link tree, which I don't know where it'll be on this video, but the best place to find us on our link tree, linktr.ee/getherepod is where you'll find all our links to all our shit. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description below. Yes, down there. But if you're not watching on YouTube and you're listening somewhere, you can find us on YouTube at tinyurl.com/getheretube is where you go.
Creepy that one.
Oh, is that the ultrasound your baby mama sent you?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually scarier than the real Michael Myers to me. That's terrifying. If I saw this shit, fuck Chucky. If I saw that, oh my god, I'm out. I'm gone, bro. That's it. Look at this thing.
People wonder why I don't have kids. That's why, because that's what they all look like to me.
Well, then you make it lost your father at this point.
That's what they all look like. How dare you? That's what they all.
This is what Brent looks like to me.
Yeah. We don't want him with the wife. That's the problem.
Exactly. Matt, it has been a pleasure talking to you today, Matt. It is very nice meeting you and talking to you.
I'll do another appearance sooner or later if Brent allows it. If he's dry.
Yeah, eventually we gotta have a podcast where we get you and we get Nikki and we just the three of us kick it. You know what I'm saying? I think the three of us all kicking it and just doing a pod would be cool. You know, we could talk about some old wrestling stories and just
right here.
Talk about some experiences we've had, and it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time. So we talk about other.
Make sure, we got a servant. We're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely, I think that'll be fantastic. So, with that being said, yeah, exactly. With that being said, Virgil, hit it, and there we go. That's how you do it, ladies and gents. That right there is called a podcast. And that guy that got bounced off the couch, he'll never come back.
I didn't get bounced off. This is my fucking.
I already hit it. You're late. You're gone.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.